February.
Nigga. I ain't hit 45 yet. I'm 44, nigga. Don't put no years on me.
Y'all still on the wrong side of 40 though. Anything with a number next to 40, that's the wrong side of 40.
Don't put no years on me, bro. I'm 44, nigga. You know what a 44 bull though? You know what that 44 look like, B? You know what the 44 look like. That's a good year. And I'm going to 45. That 45 is a real good year. Now I like to do it within like the I like to put the year that I am, I like to put it on the basketball player or football player too. So my 44 is Derek Coleman on the Nets. That's great years right there, B. It's great years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your 40 is like Sean Kemp on the Blazers.
Nah, Sean Kemp was 40 on the Sonics. He was 4 after that. When he went to the Cavs, he was 4. When he went to the Magic, he was 4. When he was on the Sonics,
was he on the Blazers? He was on the Blazers too.
He was probably number 4. I know he wore that 40 only in Seattle. I remember.
He was 40. Now my man Lex Diamond, he 52.
50 cal.
52.
That's Ray Lewis.
You know what 52 is, right? That's Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis after he caught the body.
Ray Lewis catching the body.
Wow. You guys is wild.
Ray Lewis catching the body.
You know the 2 niggas he killed was from Akron, right?
Nah, I ain't know that.
They was definitely from Akron. Yeah.
That's why they still get this little extra information, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You dissected that right there. That was crazy. That's crazy.
He definitely killed 2 Akron niggas.
He didn't kill no, bro. He beat the body.
Allegedly.
He beat the body, B.
It wasn't even him though. It was really his niggas he was with, and they all beat the case too. And they really killed
that man came up out of that. They said it was the whole crowd of them, right? They said that nigga Ray Lewis came up out of that shit so low. Yo, when they were describing that shit one time, I don't know, B. We say we don't never get away with murder, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? God bless.
I think the other niggas was in the wrong though, because even the dude that actually did the actual stabbing, nobody from Ray Lewis' team got locked up. All them niggas beat their case. Every last one.
That's good lawyers.
Whole team came home.
What Super Bowl was that? That was in Miami, right?
I think it was Atlanta, wasn't it? That was Atlanta. That was when
who was in the Super Bowl that year, Lex?
Wasn't that the Rams, Tennessee? When dude reached
that was a trash Super Bowl.
Wasn't that Dyson when he reached for the touchdown at the end? He didn't get it.
It was trash. I ain't like that Super Bowl. I was in South Carolina when that Super Bowl happened. I went to visit my pops that Super Bowl. I remember that Super Bowl. I wasn't really wasn't too thrilling for that one. That was when the what they called them back then. They called them the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, greatest show on turf.
Greatest show on turf. That's a fact. Yeah. Lex Diamond, what's up, baby?
Dark skin.
Chilling, man. Chilling, God. I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna be down there towards DC for Shatif event he having. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be down next month sometime. So we gotta pull up to the event, man. We're gonna be doing the event. Well, he doing his event. I'm gonna do a live broadcast from there for ADHD upon the we trying to put together this top 100. I ain't really tapping with you on the trail yet, but I'm trying to put together this top 100 features of all time, meaning guest verses. So what I'm saying I'm doing towards it is like I'm gonna do it towards. It's gonna basically be something that's curated by the culture. You know what I'm saying? The culture amongst ADHD, which is the culture though also. And I got a form right now, and if you're following the podcast right now, I'm gonna try to find a way to link the form to the podcast. Whether I put the podcast on Twitter or whatever like that, or Facebook, Instagram, or something like that. I already got a post on Instagram, but I want everybody to basically put in their top 10 guest features of all time. You can actually, because I know it's a tough question, so I know you can actually put. I'm letting people put more than one submission in. So, say if you got 30 submissions, then you could put 3 different ones. You could put 3 different sheets in. You could put them in. You know what I'm saying, towards your top 30. You know what I'm saying, guest features of all time within hip hop. When I first started it off, I was thinking about doing it with just like, all right, the guest feature amongst a hip hop song, but then as time went on, actually my man Bart came in the room and he asked me the question like, yo, we just talking about for hip hop songs? Then I thought about it like, nah, you know what? Nah, we going towards any guest feature that's a hip hop, that's a rap act. You know what I'm saying? So, and the first one that comes to my mind is like Jay-Z on Upgrade You. Like he went crazy on Upgrade You. Like I can't leave that out. That was a crazy feature right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to leave that out. So
There
what
has
we're
to be a
gonna try
hip
to
hop
do from
verse.
what's that?
It has to be a hip hop verse.
It gotta be a hip hop verse. So the feature has to be a hip hop feature. So so what we gonna do, I think I started like 2 days ago now. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go until probably about maybe no. What I want to do is this though. What I want to do is like probably next week when we do the pod next week. I want to start pulling off the submissions. You know what I'm saying, and shouting out the people that put the submission in. Like, all right, you put the submission in. This is so and so. Their top 10 features is this, that, this, and we're gonna talk about it, discuss it, this, that, this. If you agree with it, if you don't agree with it, like that. You know what I'm saying? And basically, once we get it all calculated, we're probably gonna put a date on it when we're gonna stop taking the submissions though. Maybe probably because the event is August 16th in DC. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the exact name of the event, but it's my man Shati that does he does vinyl events. You know what I'm saying? When you come through, it's basically like a playlist curated by the people who come through to the event though. So you could you get your record, you say what song you want played, and this, that, this, and then they play the record. It's a dope ass event, man. I gotta
You can
get the
buy
exact.
records too, right?
Huh?
You can buy vinyl.
You can buy vinyls there too. Yeah, it's super dope. It's super dope, man. So it's gonna be in DC.
Y'all dismissed what I was thinking, man.
What's
And
that?
I don't know who else had a better run as far as features
Cool.
than Diddy. It was Diddy.
Bro, I'm not going
hold
with
on,
Diddy. I'm not going with Diddy as a come on, bro.
hold on, chat. Hold on, chat.
Go ahead. Let me hear it. Let me hear what you're saying.
I'm telling you, yo, you only had to hear his fucking like ad libs were better than niggas' whole verses.
Not a
Like
feature. Ad lib ain't a feature. Ad lib ain't a feature. We ain't
his
about to do
ad lib is better than any. You didn't want no one else to should be. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Go. That's it. And
so
that's what
you
you knew you had
considering
a
his
joint.
ad libs on a song as a feature. You considering his ad libs on a song comparable to "Do the Lights, Cameras, Action, Glamour, Glitters, and Gold." You putting it up there with that?
But when we say feature, no, I'm
Are you
not putting
putting
it
it
up.
up there with "My Garage is CeeLo 4, 5s, and 6s"? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You putting it up there with that?
No, I'm not. Yes, I
Okay,
am.
then.
Fuck that. Yes, I
JD
am.
did the same thing he was doing. So you putting JD there too?
No, JD was copying Puff. It
Was he
was a
really?
whole. We talking about swag. We talking about swag, bro. We talking about like yo. We used to go to fucking buy records to see if the Diddy remix was on that shit, bro. Like the shit he did with Faith, the shit he did with Big. If it was Big just alone, I don't know if it would hit the same way. But did he put in that ghost effect on it and talking like slick? Come on, that shit was fire. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. But it's all good. Y'all need a verse. I got it. I
Don't
get
worry
it.
if I write rhymes, I write checks. What you going with?
I'm not even talking about him rapping. I'm just talking about the fact that he was.
The feature of his ad libs. His ad
Yes,
libs
he
on the
was
song
talking
that
that
you
shit,
mentioned.
trap. He was talking that shit.
He really wasn't talking that shit. He was saying, take that, take that.
Yeah.
How's that talking that shit? Take that, take that.
I don't know.
Yo, Trill, you hear this, man, B? Trill. Trill never want to hear that shit, B. Yo, bro. Listen, I want to know right now, how large was the check that Diddy cut for you, though? That's what I want to know, Lex. Was it, you still eating up that check?
Yo, Nitty. I
Just
mean,
answer the question, bro. You
Nitty.
still eating up that check?
Yes.
Okay,
Trap.
cool.
Yo, Trap. Diddy is one of the. Diddy's up there with fucking Quincy Jones, man. He saved fucking hip. He saved black. He didn't save hip hop. He saved black music. Yo, one day, when it's all y'all all want to put the information together, and I'm from Queens, bro.
Let's do it today. Let's do it today. Not one day. Let's do it today. How did Diddy save black music?
R&B was getting fucking skanky and trash. Hip hop motherfuckers was up wearing camouflage fucking fatigue coats and smoking weed up inside the club and not dancing with the chicks and it was becoming really dirty. It was becoming really filthy. And you didn't want to even go to the club because you knew you might get into some shit or whatever. And then Diddy said, nah, let's dance. What?
Take
Like I said, come on.
that. Take that.
Yeah,
But
take that.
wouldn't that be the antithesis to what we would consider raw hip hop though? Like when you listen to Jizz's verse on "Protect Your Neck," he's actually talking about the opposite of what Diddy represented. He was like, you know, you talking about who is this? Who's your A&R? A mountain climber who plays an electric guitar, but he don't know the meaning of dope when he looking for a suit and tie rap that's cleaner
That
than a
thing
bar of
about
soap.
soap.
That's what Diddy ushered in. That you know they want niggas smiling, like the smiley Negro, and it's like nah, we go give y'all what we are. Like, you know, we frustrated, we from the ghetto, we young black men, we being hunted. No, we not about to get up here and smile and shucking jobs on
Sambo.
these motherfuckers. Yeah, we not doing the Sambo thing. Like we not about to do that. We gonna give y'all a raw look into who we are as a people and where we come from. We not gonna try to sanitize our image to fit what America wants. Like I feel like Diddy's music was like Diddy represented family matters, you know what I
Mm.
mean? And real hip hop was like a documentary more so. You know what I mean?
Is
It's
the
like
Cosby Show? Was the Cosby Show versus Family Matters?
I wouldn't even say Cosby Show. I feel like hip hop originally was something a little more raw than that. I'm trying to think what show I could
What show would you put that on though? Like what
maybe
show
like
was like a raw sitcom show that really like Good Times?
yeah, probably good times. I think good
Good
times kind
Times.
of fit the bill. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
Good
say
Times.
Sanford and Son because it was funny, but
Nah, Sanford and Son, not Sanford and Son. Them niggas was living trash. Them niggas was living slum ways, dude. That shit was crazy where they was living, dude. Man lived in a junkyard. That was crazy. Why you lived in the junkyard that you worked on?
that's that LA shit. You gotta ask Glasses.
Yeah, you gotta get glasses up in here to answer that one right there. Nigga lived in a junkyard, dude. That was crazy. Then he was from LA, huh?
Yeah,
That
that's
was
that
crazy.
Cali shit.
Yo, bro, I couldn't imagine a nigga living in a junkyard over on Liberty Selects. You know the junkyard on Liberty on South Road, B? Imagine
Yeah.
nigga living in that shit.
I don't know who's right.
That'd be foul, B. Nigga be living foul,
Oh
son.
my god.
Word.
But yo, hold on, yo. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Listen, I'm trying to when I'm trying to like there's nothing wrong. I think Diddy's addressing the bullshit early as far as yeah, let's talk. Y'all could talk tough, and y'all could talk about spirituality and all that stuff, and yada 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 yada. But at the end of the day, I see that beautiful girl. I want her to come. I want to dance. I want to dance with her. I want to enjoy some. Yo, that was all Diddy.
But
Making
hold on, bro.
we
You
have
think
to
you
have
not
some music. Go
hold
ahead.
on, Lex. Hold on,
Go
Lex. I
ahead.
ain't about to let you do that right there.
Go
Because
ahead.
we had records before that though, B. We had records before Diddy that was doing that. Like, like,
Game
like, like what? I couldn't name. Ain't gonna
Teddy
hurt
Riley.
nobody. Ain't gonna hurt
Teddy
nobody.
Riley. New Jack Swing.
No, you talking about hip hop. You talking about within hip hop though. You know what
Nah,
I'm
but
saying? Like,
Teddy Riley was doing shit for Heavy D.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a heavy D. That's a fact. Uptown, bro. Like, what you mean? Like, what
Cause
Diddy did? No, listen, I'm never gonna listen. What I want to do right now, I'm pro Diddy. I'm gonna say right now. Well, I don't know if this podcast is because we got a lot of members on this podcast aside from me and Lex. So I don't know if everybody stands with them being pro Diddy, but aside from the DVs and all that right there, I fuck with Diddy as far as the music. You know what I'm saying? As far as the impact that he had with the music, but I'm not about to crown this nigga as being the changing of what hip hop became though. I know that he brought the ghetto fabulous shit into hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But I can't really actually coin him towards that. Cause I would feel like Andre Harrell was the one who told him to go do it at first though. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no,
What?
no. Listen,
Yes. Yes.
listen,
Father MC, bro. Father
listen.
MC, Heavy D. Like, look at the artist that was on Uptown before that, bro.
The trap. What I'm saying to you, bro, and you from Queens, you should know this. This is probably the times you were spending in Brooklyn. Let me just say this to you, bro.
Yeah, you fucked up for that. You ain't shit, nigga. You ain't shit.
Baby,
I
baby.
gotta stop telling y'all niggas my business, man. For real, for real, for real. Go
You
ahead.
just told us. You just told us you
Go
was
ahead.
in South Carolina.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Go
check this
ahead.
out. So check this out. What Diddy did, he put Queens on the map. Because what he did was, and we were the only one doing this shit. We were taking hip hop beats and putting them shits
The
on
blends?
R&B
You talking about
songs.
the
The
blends?
blends, yes.
We were the only one doing that?
We had by the time the cats started doing it, we had mastered it. Mastered it.
Grandmaster Vic and all that shit like that? What are you talking
I
about?
mean, you can just talk about Gotti. I mean, Earth Gotti was nice with it.
Earth
There's
Gotti
so
was
many.
dope with it. God, what's that?
There
Earth
was so
Gotti was
many
dope with
cats
it.
that was so we had mastered it. And Diddy said, you know what? We're gonna put this shit on wax. We're gonna put this out to the world. He
Mm.
did that. No, JD wasn't doing it.
I ain't know that.
Who was doing it?
I ain't know you corny Diddy for that.
Them Uptown cats, them Harlem cats, they saw
Matter
a
of fact, I
place
can go with that because Doo-Wop was doing that shit. Kid Capri was doing it too. We ain't about to do that. Yo,
that's
bro, I'm
bullshit.
a Queens nigga all
You
day,
gotta
B, but we
prove
ain't about
that.
to do that.
You
We
gotta
ain't about to
prove
do that. We ain't
that.
about to do that Diddy, that Queen started the blends, B. We ain't about to do that, bro. Come on, cut it out.
I'm
I'm,
saying,
I'm, I'm Queens all day, nigga. I got a Mets hat on right now, nigga. Like, what you
yeah,
mean,
that's
bro?
some unofficial shit because the Mets don't have a black and white uniform, so I don't even know
Nigga,
what that is.
hold on. See what that said? Hold on. Where my camera at? See what that said? See what that
What's that
said?
say? The Subway series? Oh, yeah, I see
See what that
that.
said? Don't
Yeah.
never play with me, B. Don't play with
How'd
me,
y'all
B.
do that? How'd y'all do in that
Don't play
series?
with me, B. Don't play
How'd
with
y'all
me, B.
do?
It's the hat they wore on the subway shit. Don't play with
Which
me,
one's
B.
on top? Which ball's
Don't
on
play with
top?
me, B. Don't play with me. From Queens, B. You a fucking Yankees fan. So I want to hear
Yeah,
shit from you,
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Fuck is you talking about?
yeah.
You a Yankees
Yankees.
fan from Queens. I want to hear shit from you. Fuck out of here.
All
Word.
I'm saying,
Now back to this blend tape shit though, B. What are you talking about, bro?
all I'm saying is that I can go through all the mixtapes that was the blend shit. That was regular by the time, and Doo-Wop was dope. The Doo-Wop was dope, and Kiki Pre. I never heard Kiki Pre like really kill no blend shit. He was dope. He had dope tapes
It
though.
was mad blend tape DJs though back then, bro.
But we had trap. I
What do
can't
you, no, no,
explain.
you gonna know better than me. I ain't gonna front. You gonna know better than me. Cause my mixtape start would probably be about like 91, 92. It might even be 92, 93. You know what I'm saying? That's when my mixtape ever started right there, no B. You know what I'm saying? And I do remember a lot of Queens DJs, you know what I'm saying, I remember Dirty Harry, I remember Buddha Barber, I remember
Buddha
fucking
Wall, I remember that.
yeah, remember Buddha Barber?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else doing blends though? You gotta think about the blend joints though. Like it was, but I kind of can't because Harlem niggas was really like they groove was different though, B. Like they
It was,
groove was different. I can't. It wasn't a Harlem DJ that started that shit.
no. We would go up to Harlem. Like that's the only competition we had was Harlem Cats.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
the only
saying.
competition. Brooklyn had no fucking say.
Nah,
Like man, I mean, it was only Harlem, and we just came up from our shit. They take our shit. They tried to take fucking the Kenny Burke song. Wait, they tried to take all our shit from us because we
mm.
have that. We as far as the backgrounds, aesthetics, no one can fuck with us, man. We the
So it was
flyest niggas
Queens
on the
though.
planet.
So you saying Queens was the illest DJs?
In New York,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
you giving it to Queens.
I'm giving it to Queens. Now, Kiki Pre, I've been to a couple Kiki Pre parties. The shit was
Kick a pre
fabulous.
parties is crazy. Kick a pre
Yeah, he
parties is
was
crazy.
nice. I ain't gonna front on him.
Parties
You
is
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
But then people told me, people also told me though too. They said SNS party. Where SNS from?
I
SNS
think
from Harlem.
Yeah, they said SNS got. They said SNS got Kid Capri though. When you ask, they some.
I
I
believe
I
that.
don't heard SNS got Kid Capri
I believe that.
like that
Doo-Wop
ass. I
was
don't
dope.
heard.
You brought
That's
up
what I don't
Doo-Wop.
heard
Doo-Wop was
before.
insane too.
I was crazy though, but I heard SNS because I thought it was Kid Capri from the jump. I thought it was like yo Kid Capri the best DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to party DJ, they said nah SNS that dude. And actually, your man used to hire SNS for all his parties. He used to hire SNS, but even though he probably used to try to get Kid, but Kid is a stubborn person, big. Like
Right.
Kid, if Kid don't fuck with you, he don't fuck with you. And I could see Kid not fucking with Diddy. Or
But my whole point is this though, man. Whoever you want to give claim to making a mixtape, that's a long discussion.
no, you said this blend shit. You said the blend shit
The blend
started from
shit. I mean,
ODJ.
yeah.
Cause cause Clue was trash at blends. Not about to do that.
No, I agree. I agree.
Clue blends was trash. Like,
I
and I'm
agree.
saying Clue was more so known for doing the fucking having an exclusive shit. It was all exclusive. It was all about
Right.
having exclusive shit.
Right. There was Crack Nice. There's DJ Chosen One. There was so many cats from Queens that was insane.
What was your
That
DJ? What was your DJ name, Lex?
my DJ name.
Yeah.
Um,
Say it, bro. Don't be ashamed of your name, bro. Come on, bro. What was your name, bro? Stop it, son.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like he forgot his name. Like, yo, Chill, you see this nigga, Chill?
Nah,
He
he's
forgot his
stuttering.
name.
He know all them facts, but he don't know
What
his
was
own
it?
DJ
What
name.
was my name again? What
I
was your
don't remember,
name,
man.
Lex?
I was Juggernaut, man. The Juggernaut.
Juggernaut? Oh, you must
Yeah,
got a big head like me then, B. They call
I
you
do have a big
Juggernaut.
head. I do have a big head.
Yeah,
But
I got
yo,
a
let
big
me
head
just.
too. You a big
All I'm
head coach.
saying
That's
is
why I
this.
fuck with you, Lex. That's why I fuck with you, Lex. For real. You didn't have the big the cabossons. The cabossons. Word. Well, I
Yo,
ain't gonna say what I had I wear, but I wear a big hat. But
yeah, that's an eight. That's an 8 1/4.
definitely an 8. It's definitely an 8. Definitely an 8.
Yo, my
It's a
wife,
full
yo,
8.
when I remember the time I could only wear Cooper Town's hat, they had like 8 1/4, and yeah, my
I
wife
got a
just said,
big
"Yo,
head,
where are
bro.
all these hats coming in the mail?" Yo, I had about like 50 hats.
Yo,
Cause
bro, I got a
yo,
big
once
head,
I
bro.
found my size, I went nuts.
Yo, bro, listen, let me tell you something, right? The reason why I'm gonna tell you something. We on the par right now. I'm gonna tell you like this, though, B. The reason why, I mean, listen, I know my lady, and she ain't do no bullshit. She ain't keep around like that, though. But when I seen my kids come out with their motherfucking head, so that's my baby. That's my baby right there, B. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, bro, I cursed my kids with it, but see what it was within that whole shit, I had to tell them, like, yo, listen, man, it is what it is.
Right.
God bless us for the way it is. I wasn't gonna hit my kids with the same shit. My come on, you got a big head because you got a big brain, so you're super smart. The
Yeah,
fuck out of here with
I
that
heard that
bullshit.
shit. I heard
The
that
fuck
shit.
out of here with that bullshit.
Oh
You
shit.
super smart. That's why you got a no. I got a big head because y'all got a big head, motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck is you talking about? Like, come on, man. What the fuck are you talking about? So that's what it was. But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, I had to just I approach my kids within a way of like, yo, listen, man, accept who you are. You know what I'm saying? Your gifts and your beauty gonna come from somewhere else within it, though. I got a girl and a boy, B. They gonna come from somewhere else, though. I got beautiful kids, though. You know what I'm saying? I got beautiful kids. You know what I'm saying? Got that's one thing with me. I had nice hair and all that shit, but I had a big ass head, bro. For real. But that's neither here nor there, though. So, but yeah, though, man. So we got Trill. Lead us off, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go start it off with what you were talking. I got some other shit though too, but let's get to it. Cause I've been tapping into it. I've been tapping into it, and I've been fucking with it. Is
What
you
you
fucking
talking
with it?
about? What you talking about?
You probably ain't get it yet. I ain't sent it to nobody. I ain't sent it to many people. My man hit me off. Nigga hit me with like this, right? Yo, it's so crazy the way leaks come about nowadays, though, Trill.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like leak records is like it don't come the way it used to. Pause. It don't happen the way it used to happen though. Know what I'm saying? Like when
you
I
talking
got
about the
I
first? You
am,
talking about the first
everybody got
album?
I am.
Talking about the
Talking about
first
the
shit?
all right. So if you don't know, we talking about right now is the clips the clips. What's the name of the album? The Let God Sort Them Out. So
Mm.
now the Let God Sort Them Out. Somebody call my phone. Apologize for that. Let me tell glasses. Pull up. Yo, G, pull up to the par. We doing a par right now. Pull up for a second if you got time. Yo, I'll tell you about that later on. How much you want to know? But I'll tell you about that later on. Yo, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Pull up to the park. Pull up to the park. That was glasses. But He probably just seen some other shit, some other dumb, silly shit that been going on. That shit is fucking silly, man. Like as I said, man, the internet is not real. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that shit for being real. I don't take it for being real. Never the time, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm too much of a solid, real one to think that shit is real. Let me send this over to this nigga. But and I don't mean nothing within no type of weird shit either. Don't let the part think that, cause we all alive right now. But
You're talking about like how
no.
East
So
got.
I got it. I'm gonna get to it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to my what's the name? I'm sending it to my other chat right now, real quick. So they can get it. I'm gonna tell them to all pull up. I'm at a park. Come park with us. So like back in the days when you dealt with like leaks happening. So like the leak, like I remember when IM got leaked. You know what I'm saying? I remember when IM got leaked. I was just going to down to Florida. Just by the end of '98, probably like the summer of '98, I think it was. Might have been like the summer of '98. It had to been because it was like I had the IM, I had Things Fall Apart, I had I also had Murder Music, I had Hard Knock Life.
All
And
leaks.
I also had but I got it when I got down there. I got 400 Degrees by Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But when I got IM, you know what I'm saying? It was, bro, that shit was, but everybody had it though. We all had it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all had it. The Abraham on the Ave. You don't fuck with Abraham. You don't know what Abraham is, Lex.
Nah,
That's
no.
crazy. How the fuck you from Queens? You don't know what Abraham is? This nigga Trill know who Abraham is, B. Trill, you know who Abraham is?
Negative.
There you go.
Abraham is the nigga. Is yo, bro. Abraham is the nigga that was across the street from the Coliseum block. When you cross the street from the Coliseum block, the pizzeria it was a pizzeria right there. It was a bootleg man, nigga, right there, b. That sold all the bootlegs, b. That was Abraham, nigga who Clue used to shout out and all that shit, b. That was Abraham, b. Abraham was the bootleg man, b. Nigga sold all the mixtapes, nigga sold everything. So I got the IM from them. I'm headed down to what's the name. But everybody had it at that time. So I feel like as time went on, getting bootlegs was just regular. Like I got the Blueprint bootleg first. I'm trying to think of like some classic albums I got bootleg first. But as I got older though, as I got bootlegs, I would if I liked the album, I go get the album. I I cop the album. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but sometimes I would do a Blueprint. I went and bought Blueprint because I wanted to read the credits inside and I wanted to do all that shit like that. So I feel like that was kind of like it was kind of hip hop culture though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a negative part, but like everything good within the ain't gonna be a positive thing going on though, bro. So it was like that's what we was known. We was known for getting bootleg, early release albums and shit like that. I think like now, they don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just a secret. Like when my man called me up and told me he had the leak for the clip shit, he like, yo, the clip shit. Nigga, he was making a drug deal with me. Yo, I got the clip shit, bro. I got the clip shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, word? Yo, nigga, send that. Yo, I don't know.
I understand why.
I'm not gonna send
It's a fucking desert out here. It's a desert out here as far as hip hop music, and some shit that's anticipated. You have the leak. Oh man, we need to find out who you know so we can crack your head open.
Yeah, because that shit, back in the days when that shit was getting done though, I used to always wonder, like, yo, how the fuck is niggas getting this fucking album so early, bro?
Yep. Yep. I
Them
don't count
engineers
them.
wasn't
I don't
shit,
count.
bro. Them
Yo, Trap. I
engineers
don't
wasn't
count the
shit.
leaks. I don't count the leaks. Trap. I don't count it because when Illmatic was leaked and not Illmatic, it was the second. What
It
was the
was
next album?
IM. No, IM was the first one leaked.
Was it I Am?
It was
No,
IM was the first
maybe it
one
was
leaked.
I Am. And I heard that the quality wasn't as good. It was all right.
You want it, yo, Trav, you want it, Trav? I'll send it to you, Trav. You can pull up. You can pull up, Trav. Pull up. I'm gonna send it to you right now. My bad, bro. Go ahead, Lex.
Yeah,
That's my
and
brother
so
right there, Trav.
whenever I heard like leak joints, I just know that there's a very good chance that the artists don't want it out. Like that's the same reason why I don't feel good about this Mob Deep album that's supposed to be coming out, man.
What
Because
you
if
mean? Did
one,
it get leaked?
no, it didn't get leaked. But one of the dudes is not here, and they're saying they're old vocals and whatever. There's a reason why it didn't fucking come out. He didn't want it out. And so I don't like the fact that Alchemist is coming together and saying, "Yeah, I worked with him for years. He wanted it out." No, no, he didn't want it out. Fuck what you say, Crockett.
Oh God, crack! Now I gotta go crack. Goddamn. Yo, listen, man. I told you this shit before, but matter of fact, Troy, you want to tap in on that? You want to tap in on that? Fuck on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the difference between today and to the point of Nas I Am, that's actually that's the first major album to leak on the internet in the history of music. Know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like Nas is somebody that was always had to deal with bootleggers and leaks from Illmatic.
Mhm.
If y'all remember, Godson came out on Friday because it got leaked instead of Tuesday, and he did like 150 units, 150,000 units between that Friday and Monday night when the sales ended, for Tuesday morning. I mean, so Nas is someone that every iteration of leaks that there's ever been in the history of music, Nas has been someone that has been at the forefront of dealing with it. Illmatic, obviously heavily bootleg. I Am, first album to leak onto the internet. Niggas didn't know what the internet was. That shit leaked onto the internet, and it wasn't because back in the day you can combat physical bootlegging because it was to be expected because the albums was getting shipped out 2 weeks before they was to go on sale. So the album was gonna be sitting in the back room of a store for a week before it ever hit the shelf. It's always gonna be that overzealous employee that goes and grabs a CD, and then he
Mm-hmm.
knows someone that can make copies of it. That's why the bootleg music always did better than bootleg movies because the quality. There was no drop off in
Mm-hmm.
quality
Mhm.
between a bootleg album and a bootleg, you know what I mean, and the real
Mm-hmm.
album.
That's a
Whereas like
fact.
a bootleg movie, niggas standing up, you hearing the crowd laughing, you missing lines from the movie, the color was
Mm-hmm.
off. You know what I mean? Like bootleg movies never really translated the way that the music did because the music was the exact copy of the music. You know what I mean? Because they was getting the factory copy, and they was just, copying the joints. And then even like in the mid 2000s, every album would leak at least a week before it came out because it would still
Yeah.
have to be mailed out physically. Somebody would get it, put it in a little zip folder, and it would end up online on one of them forums on a message board or on
Yeah.
Twitter, and then the album would be out for a week. I think it's a testament to how anticipated the album is. Like you ain't never heard Lil Pump album never leaked because
That's a
nobody
fact.
ever wanted to hear that shit early. Like people don't want to hear something early that they don't want to hear at all. You know what I mean? So a lot of people is like, oh, the clips. I don't think the clips leaking is going to hurt them because the majority of their fans is old niggas like us. Either we
Mm-hmm.
gonna buy the shit or we not gonna buy the shit. Like it, I'm not even listening to the leak because I want to hear the top quality. Now, if it was
I
the leaks
can't.
back from our day, you could listen to any leak back in our day because we was getting the same thing they was gonna sell at the store. The bootleg was the same thing they was gonna sell at the store. So and it was 2 for $5. So it's like okay, I could
Yeah.
get 4 CDs for the price I can get one official CD for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we getting it, two for fives. If you got somebody to hook you up, he probably let you get 5 for 10 if you buying that many joints.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. It was
know,
definitely five. It was, nah. It might have been like 6 for 20, like that. Give you 6 for 20. That's what Abraham was doing. Six
No,
for 20.
I agree. I agree with you, Trill. One thing I disagree with you about though, I think that this album is going to be anticipated. Like I think young folk want to hear this.
So you know what I thought about though, Trill? I thought about it like this, right? I think this day
why
and
do you
age,
got a
right?
why you got a $10 bill in front of your camera,
Oh, you
nigga?
see the $10 bill? I should have
Oh,
put a
this
hundred.
nigga, he's
You know I'm smoking. You know I'm
I see
smoking
you. I
right
see
now.
you.
You know I'm smoking right now. So I smoke. I can't do that right now. You know what I mean? But yo, look though, right? I think this day and age, right, is that I feel like the leak don't hurt you too much though, B. I feel the leak is the leak, and if you know you got some hot shit, you know what I'm saying, the leaker might help you out though within getting listens because like listen, like the way I got the album, though, right? Like the way I got the album, it was like it was I had to press each song. So when I finished with one song, I had to press the next song. Then I press that song, I had to press the next song. So it was like, bro, DSPs got us so programmed that we only want to hear music through DSPs anyway. So now if the music is hot and I fuck with the music, I'm listening to that shit on DSP. I ain't listening to that shit on no fucking bootleg of no fucking stream shit I got. Yeah, I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it right now. I wanted to hear it like that. But I don't. But listen, when I go listen to that shit from here on out, I'm going to the DSP to go hear it though. You know what I'm saying?
Based on what you heard, how'd you feel about it?
It's a Clips album. It's a Clips album. That's what I'm gonna say. It's a Clips album. They brought it back. It sounded like vintage Clips. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't feel as if you only gonna get coke dealing rap. It's not just coke dealing rap. You know what I'm saying? They tapped into some other shit though. And Pharrell is doing some shit, bro. And if Pharrell doing this shit by himself, oh, we in for some shit. We gonna get some shit from Pharrell. We getting some shit from Pharrell, bro. Pharrell might be on his like Trill like to say, on his back nine right now, B. And he gonna call this shit like Jack Nicholson, B. On some real shit. On some real shit. Like bro, Pharrell gave these boys a good but it might have been easy for him to do that though with Pharrell. I mean with the Clips because he know the Clips like that. And it might be like I don't want to hear Jay-Z to go do a whole album with Pharrell. I don't want to hear that. But then again, I might want to hear that though. Cause for what he tapped into right now, when it came to this shit he doing right now with fuck this shit. When it came into what he doing with with the Clips right now, yeah, he might Pharrell in the bag right now. I mean like within like the hooks. You know what I'm saying? Like I played the joint in the room earlier. Cause what I did was this though, right? So you know I got the album. I hit my peoples up. I told my one man, I'll show you the text though. So I'm gonna show you the text, bro. Like I was trying to sell it to my man. Like, yo, listen, bro. I was like work. Nigga, I said, yo, listen, bro. I got the Clips album, bro. How much? No matter of fact, send me what you owe me. I'm gonna charge you. Send me what you owe me, nigga. You owe me $300. Send me what you owe me right now. I'm not waiting to Friday. Send me what you owe me right now. Nigga, say what you talking about? I said, yo, listen, I got Clips album, bro. He a super Clips fan. Like, man, come on, man, just send it to me. I'm like, yo, bro, I got Clips album, bro. I know you want the Clips album, bro. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't budge on it. He's like, I got you Friday, bro. Just send me the album. He was fiending for the shit though. Cause it's like me and my team, we look at this shit like, yo, on some real shit, it's certain rappers that's out there that we call that shit like me and my team, we call that shit the gospel, B. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas speaking the gospel. You know what I'm saying? You speaking that talk. You know what I'm saying? Speaking that talk that you know what I'm saying, niggas want to hear and shit like that. And I got certain artists that I feel like that about. Like I feel like that about, you know what I'm saying, like Pusha T. I feel like that about. There's probably only 3 artists I really feel like that about. It might be Pusha T. It's a newcomer that I put over all these niggas because this nigga is like, yo, I haven't felt this way about him since fucking Stove God Cooks. Like Stove God Cooks, bro. Yo, bro, I don't even know. Yo, bro, that man might have never been in there. But bro, the way he talked though, bro, the way that man talk like he been in that kitchen, nigga, and they had to drag him out the kitchen and put him in the booth. It's like that with him, B. Like, yo, bro, that shit is so crazy. And a nigga from like Syracuse or some shit like that, B. Like he's super dope. And Hove, the ventriloquist for hustlers. It's them 3 niggas right there, B, that I really like. Like when they talk, like it's like, yo, bro. It's almost I can understand people say like, yo, I think it could be looked upon as influence music, but then you can look upon it like it could influence you toward a different way though. Just within being a better person within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And making sure you don't settle for less of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be more, you know what I'm saying, more than just that. You know what I'm saying? You could get something out of whatever. Because nigga could hustle a job. You could hustle a 9 to 5. You could hustle whatever you want. You could hustle socks on the train, nigga. You can hustle whatever. But just make sure you get it though. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and just be a fucking poo putt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from the shit like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say like it's just influencing motherfuckers to go out there and go cook up coke. You know, niggas ain't getting niggas. Come on, bro. Niggas ain't. Nah, it's just about just making sure you achieve your greatness, though, b. You know what I'm saying? And making sure you get it. You ain't no bum ass nigga. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I like braggadocious shit within a different way. Yo, Loke, what's happening? Big Loke? You there?
Man, what we got going on? Yeah, what we got going on, man?
Man, this is ADHD podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what episode we on right now, but the title of it is that the internet is not real, and don't you ever believe it, though.
It's
But,
episode 10.
That had you thinking everybody's selling out on the internet.
oh, man.
Nah, Trap, I wanted to comment on what you just said too,
Yeah, bro.
concerning coke rap. Cause like in my personal opinion, I have like a theory about it. And I think life teaches, depending on where you come from, life teaches a lot of us the same lesson. And I think coke rap is just the school that certain niggas went to. So a nigga that hustled is gonna see life through that lens. But it isn't just about coke. You know, if you listen to Jeezy music, it's a bigger lesson than about selling drugs. Pusha T music is bigger than just selling drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it teaches you about discernment. It teaches you about how to carry yourself. It teaches you about survival. Just like if you listen to conscious niggas, where conscious niggas are teaching you those same life lessons, but it's just through a different lens. Okay, I'm teaching you out of a book. I'm teaching you through revolutionary spirit, through revolutionary lessons. You know what I mean? Or a nigga that's a gangster rapper. If you listen to someone like Lil Durk or King Von, they're teaching you a lot of those same lessons, but it's just from the lens in which they view life, and they're just breaking down how they navigated through their life through the lens in which they survived it through. Like people always like to say, "Oh, coke rappers only rap about selling coke for 30 years. How could you keep listening to this redundant?" It's like, nah, they're actually teaching you about life. They're just teaching you about life through the lens in which they experienced it. And it's like that for any rapper. Like you can get this, you can listen to clips and get the same amount of information you get listening to Dead Prez. It's just a different lens. Dead Prez is gonna tell you through the pages of Soul on Ice or through Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton. And a Jay-Z or a motherfucking Clips is gonna tell you from I was hustling out of town and I learned this is how you have to move. You can't be too flashy. You have to make friends with the niggas out of town. You can't go out of town and create enemies. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of the shit is niggas is talking about the same lessons just through a different lens. And niggas that haven't experienced any type of life in the ghetto as young black men, they can't decipher the shit.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But then, but see, that's what I like to say all the time. Like, I be feeling like, I was crazy. I was thinking about this the other day, though, right? So it's like hip hop could be looked at like a three layer cake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the top layer of the cake is the icing right there. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, and then you go within the cake, and then you go within the. You know what I'm saying? You go within the cake part. You go to the ice and you hit to the cake. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, right there, you're gonna hit to another form of ice that might be the best part of the motherfucking cake right there, B. That you're gonna really get to right there. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna be the layer of it within the crust though. It might actually be a pie though. But either way though, it's the 3 layer shit though, you know what I'm saying? And the third layer, not too many people get to the third layer and can appreciate the third layer of the whole cake though. You know what I'm saying? Like that though. Or the 4 layer cake actually. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really appreciate that shit unless you really like, you know what I'm saying, you appreciate what you're being delivered, what you know what I'm saying, what you're being given, you know what I'm saying, like that though. So I feel like within like Hov give you layers within his music, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like nobody has been able to give us layers the way Hov does it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what makes him such a master within this shit, though, bro. Because he could spit some like he could spit some hustler shit though, and niggas only catching the icing of the shit though. You know what I'm saying? The top layer of it though. They never really like people very rarely gonna go through. I remember one time, right? So one time I was chilling with this chick one time, right? And I asked her what her favorite song was for what album was that? It might have been Kingdom Come. Whatever had the I Know album, the I Know song on it, right? And I go,
American Gangster.
American Gangster. I go, yo, what's your favorite song? She goes, I know. I go, I know. you like that song? She like, yeah. I'm like, do you know what that song is about? She's like, yeah, it's about him talking to a girl. I'm like, oh, you only got the icing of the shit. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, that's how I think of the icing. I'm thinking like, this. I'm like, you only caught that he's talking about a girl? No, he's talking about him being a dope and her being addicted to dope, bro. Like he's talking about like heroin, like right now. Like are you crazy? Like you like that? Like you don't understand what that song is talking about right now, yo. So
I think it's because we all approach hip hop differently as far as like fans, but like hip hop at the end of the day is about survival stories. Just like the Bible. The Bible is about survival stories, about people surviving through whatever hardship that they had to and keeping faith in something that was led to light at the end of the tunnel. That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is all survival stories. That's why the majority of rappers that we fuck with come from a real struggle. Cause what can a nigga that never struggled teach me about survival?
that's a
If
fact.
if you ain't never been through nothing, what can you teach me, a nigga that been through some shit about survival? How can I connect to you?
Yo, what
Just
did
like you,
Trent say? What did Trent say on that song though? The beginning of that song? You know what song I'm
Tre-
talking about?
Tretch
Yeah. Remember that
talking about
song?
ghetto bastard.
Yes. Remember the first verse of that song though, bro?
Some get a little and some get none.
No,
Some
no,
catch a.
no. Before he started rapping, before he started rapping.
Oh, you talking about if you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't come to the ghetto because you wouldn't understand the ghetto. So stay the fuck out the ghetto. Yeah, like hip hop is our survival story. And the people that never had to survive, it's entertainment to them. Where to us is gospel. We hear that shit and it's like, yo, this gives us the fire it takes to go through this world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even like, and I'm not just saying this just because he's on the line, but like Glasses record, the car wash record, it gave me so much insight to not because we always heard about the violence in LA, but I feel like he like really humanized the experience by talking about that. And it's like, oh wow, that's such an interesting perspective of how he laid it down, but it's so authentic. So someone that didn't understand gangbanging in LA could understand gangbanging at its most vicious point, but also on its most human side. It humanizes the struggle of niggas in the ghetto. And people that don't see us as human hate music that does that. Like Jay-Z's
Oh
music
man,
humanized hustlers.
Mm-hmm.
listen, dog. When people hear Tupac die, the hardest part for them was having to identify with hurting somebody that you revere, and that was the whole goal. You right, Trill. Like you, gospel, dog. It's like you really, really be trying to humanize our experiences because it should be, but it's not. And I think that's why somebody like Nip did so well after they passed away because I think people see our lives like we're superheroes or something, or like we're supervillains or something. So I don't think it hits them until they realize we suffer the same fates. You know what I mean? Like you could pass away and then your life be cut short, and they're like, "Oh, damn, I missed something." You know what I mean? This dude was kind of dope.
That's good. You know what? But I think I forgot who I felt like that about. It is an artist who I felt like that about. Where I feel like I didn't really get into him until it wasn't like too late, but it was like damn, I forgot who it was. It is an art. I have an artist like that though. I'm trying to think who it was though, because I was on the nip. I was on the nip early, but some people got onto him late. I really the one thing that falls within it was that the way people got into Pac later on, though. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like you know what I'm saying? And I really wish that people felt like, really realized they missed out on something that was great while it was here, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the first person I realized that shit with, though. Within what you're
Man,
saying,
they
though.
did it to Jesus, man. Look how they did Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Jesus died on the cross. Didn't nobody risk their life to take him down. You think if them people would have thought, you know what I mean, 2,000 years later, people would be praying and worshiping that person, they would have never let that man sit up on that cross like that and just die.
that's
So
a fact.
it takes some things to humanize people. And Trill is right. Like it does humanize our experiences growing up where we grew up at. Like it gives a voice to it. That's why I always be on you, like with certain people be kind of just rapping a regular experience that's already out there. It'd be like, okay, as long as the music is special, then it's cool, but it just don't have the teeth on it that I be looking for. You know what I mean? If that was the case, I could just Shit, listen to Whitney Houston at that point. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna listen to some, you know what I mean? Like I could listen to some shit, but I
Nah, that's
think
a fact.
that's what made me fall in love with Jay Z. It just made something he was doing so human and understandable.
What I
Wait.
caught,
So, hold on.
yeah, yeah, Lex.
What's the benefits of humanizing?
Relatability is the best part. Relatability
For
and
who though? If we
to
live
the
in
Well,
these,
listener, to the
if we
listener,
live,
to the listener.
if we live in these communities, we understand it. Who's it for then? If y'all gonna, cause y'all stretching, y'all, Trill. I'm sorry, bro. You give a nice little speech there about Jay Z. He's not talking about this. He's talking about that. And like you're talking about, we're talking about fucking genocide, y'all. I'm
it's
sorry,
not.
Glasses.
I think you're using that
Definitely, I love
word.
it. I love it,
Yeah, I
Lex. I
think.
love it, Lex.
Yeah, I think
Yo,
you're
Please
using.
be the contrarian, B. Please, come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
I think you're
Go
using that
ahead, bro.
word a bit loose. I think you're losing that word a bit. Like
I'm going to get some ice. I'll be right back. Keep it going.
genocide is a bit loose, Lex. It's not a
okay. Tell me how's
genocide.
that? How it's loose?
When you watch cowboy movies, do you think it's a genocide?
Yes,
No, you don't, Lex.
I'm telling you what I think.
So do you think the more like if you watch Full Metal Jacket, do you think it's a genocide?
No,
Why not?
because it goes into the in depth thought of a soldier and
So then,
and
how,
the
then
and
what's
the, and
wrong
the
with going
bullshit. Now
into
you
the
talking about what? You talking about the aspect of invading a country?
whole movie Full Metal Jacket, where way more people die in any rap song, or way more people die in any cowboy movie, but they're humanizing the experience of having to be somewhere. You know what I mean? That you're not wanted, actually training to go somewhere to kill other poor people, right? And trying to survive killing other poor people in their home place. See how easy it is to take the rhetoric and just use it, and then at that point, anytime something's happening that you don't like, then you actually, oh well, I don't get it. It's like, well, it depends on what you respect, what you admire. You know what I mean? If you just look at us like we just a piece of shit trying, like not trying to make it out of our circumstances, that you look at Full Metal Jacket as if it's a story of heroes going to kill other poor people when it's the same story as any hip hop story, it just shows a level of hypocrisy on your behalf. Because all we do is humanize how we survive in our lives. Like Trill is saying, they're survival stories. This is how we think we have to survive. Just like when you go to Vietnam, it's easy for us to sit on our couch and be like, well, you didn't have to go there. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to sign up. It's easy. People do it all the time.
So glasses. So do we need to take the time to humanize gangster rap from the late '80s, early '90s to now? It's the same fucking story.
But
Like
it's
I
not the
what I what
it's but it's not the same story though, Lex. Like if you think you fuck the police, if you think that's just somebody just being ridiculous and it don't make no sense, then you're missing the message. If you listen to Dope Man and you think that's just gangster rap, if you listen to Gangster, if you don't listen to them talking about how they survive, telling people if you fuck with me, like I'm gonna do whatever it takes to survive, you don't hear it that way. You hear it kind of like the way white people hear it, where it's like, oh, they just talking about killing everybody. But you're not listening to Dope Man where they talking about, how that is growing up and how your life is gonna go. You're not listening to express yourself. You're not
So,
listening to
oh,
all of the
so
stuff.
yo,
no,
Glass,
hold on,
just to
chat.
tell
Let
you
me
right
let me
now,
address.
hold
I
on,
gotta
Lex,
address him.
hold on. I'm gonna let you address it. Hold on, but just to let you know though, just to give you a rewind. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying on where we at right now. This isn't how we actually got here though, but just to tell you how we started off though. You know what I'm saying? He sat right here within the room and he said, Diddy is the quintessential reason why hip hop is great. That's what he said basically right there. So go ahead, Lex.
So let me say this to glasses. You know what's ill about black people and people of color in this country? Which is fucking, it's insulting to black intellectuals. And everyone on here is a black intellectual. You act like white folks don't know about all the wild shit. They have fucking shows like Boardwalk Empire and fucking they they love their stories of being fucking vulnerable to each their own. But you act like white people don't fucking know, which is a lie. They know about everything that goes on in our community, everything, and they know what's going on in their own. The problem is we don't know what's going on in their community, but we fucking double down on the shit that goes on in our community. And hip hop has been telling the fucking same story for fucking 3 decades about fucking well
Gotta be
coke
talking. My nigga Lex
18,
be cooking
18
sometimes.
grams of this and this and I had to flip it to this and this dude did that to me. You know, come on, nigga, enough.
Okay,
So
Lex, can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
Okay, in your neighborhood, when you was, let's say, 12 years old, what year would that be?
Oh my god.
62, 62,
So if I was to go down the roughest block in
84,
oh,
84.
62,
okay, 84, perfect. That's
62.
prime crack years. Prime crack years. If I could go down the roughest block in your neighborhood in 1984,
What was the roughest block in Northside Queens back then? What would you say? I know what block it was. Let me see if you know.
1984.
But
You
North
didn't.
Side though, not on the North Side might have had no rough blocks on the North Side back then.
That's what I'm about to say. 1984.
It was more on
You
South
you
Side.
you didn't see it. Oh no.
What block?
You saw it a little bit on
Lex from
113
uppity Queens.
French Boulevard and 113. You saw it on fucking Springfield Boulevard. Uh, you saw it
Springfield.
coming.
okay,
Yeah.
Lex. Okay, okay. I'm
All right.
trying to build something here. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah.
12 year old,
Slip on in
12
there.
year old
Slip on in
Lex,
there.
12-year-old Lex, 1984, going down
Sure.
Francis Lewis.
Yes.
The most dangerous block. You look around and you see what you see. You see what you see going on, and you probably think nobody's trying to stop what's going on. What's the difference between your experience in seeing that in 1984 to a kid that was born in 2013 that goes through his neighborhood in 2025 and sees those exact same thing? The reason why a lot of the narrative in hip hop ain't changed is because a lot of the hoods ain't really changed that much. If you go through Brownsville right now, a kid that experienced Brownsville in 1984, 1994, 2004,
I'm not seeing the
2014,
same
and
thing.
2024, he's seeing the same thing.
No, he's not.
How much
No,
the
he's
Nah,
narrative
not.
I
gonna
don't agree with that. I
change?
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, True. Because you know why? Like I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. On some real shit. Like my pops was from Brooklyn. I never forget my pops coming to me and being like, him like expressing like what he thought I was out there doing. I was like, what you think I'm out there doing, bro? I mean, I was out there doing some wild shit though. But it was like, yo, his mind state of what the fuck that was going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, it's not like that though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. But to the extent though, I think it goes to the I think everything doesn't. Yo, back in the days, bro, shit was wilder back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But as it
Nah,
got,
but it's relative though.
no. It's
It's relative.
I'm about to say this though. Like, not to say like, yeah, you know what? It might not be as wild as it was back then, but it was still wild though. You know what I'm saying? It was
Okay,
still
but
wild.
here's a
Even like
question.
right now, I look at this generation right now. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is these niggas doing? This shit ain't like the way it was back in the days, bro. Like, what the fuck? But in their
Here's a
eyes and
question.
what they're going through is basically equivalent to the
Okay,
same shit that we was going through.
but
Know what I'm saying?
hold on. To Lex's point, how about this, Lex? Why do you think there's no more Jay Z, Nas's, or Biggie after Jay Z, Nas, or Biggie?
Why you think that though, Lo?
Why? Why?
Yeah. Why do
You
you
is
think
that?
that? Why you
Yeah.
don't think the next era of drug dealer is just as celebrated as Jay Z, Biggie, or the quintessential guy from that '90 in New York? Why you
I
think
know why. Yeah, what you say though, Lex? I know why though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Lex.
I don't. I never considered. Nas and the
serious?
drug dealer rap. But yeah,
Not
answer
drug
that, Trey.
dealing, but just talking about portraying what the hood looked like.
Because that whole industry is dead.
So then why are you complaining? The world
I'm
has already
complaining
moved
because I'm
on.
still hearing the same fucking stories.
Then why are you listening to that, Lex? It's a million
He don't
stories.
listen to it. He don't listen to it.
Wait,
Exactly.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you're telling me, let's move it from fucking music. Let's say books, right? And I know that this author is an amazing author, but he chooses to tell a story of some grime shit
Yo,
over and over.
Who's the Donald Goins of this generation?
That's a great question.
G
Do y'all know?
Herbo.
Who?
G,
What's his name?
G Herbo.
Mm.
But did this. That's why G Herbo is not going to be like Jay Z because it's already been marked out at that point and unveiled. So that's what I'm saying to Lex. Lex is counterproductive. If you feel like you're hearing the same stories, it's not going to be successful because the world don't want to hear it. We heard it already. That's really the truth. Like
Listen,
there are no more big drug dealer rappers out of New York post Jay Z. The closest you got is to Fabulous, and I just wouldn't call him that. 50 Cent
I
is
think
still
there
a
is
kid.
though, bro. You can't do that though. Like I just said, my favorite drug dealer rapper is
No.
fucking Stove God Cook. Yeah, I just heard about him 3 years ago.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but look at the success from Jay Z that stole God.
We don't know what Stove God, but see, Jay
I'm,
Z. Yeah, let me let you finish. Go ahead. Then I go
yeah,
into it. Go ahead.
I'm just saying to Lex's point, because that story, the quintessential drug dealer story from New York, has been told. So even you, Lex, saying you keep hearing the same story just because you keep listening to the same niggas. I don't hear the same. I don't hear a new Snoop Dogg when I'm listening to YG. It's different. I don't hear that.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that we're hearing the same story, just packaged up different though, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just
I don't
packaged up
hear.
different. So
I don't hear the same story when I listen to YG and Dog. They're night
so
and day different to me.
so listen, if somebody, because all you're hearing about, listen, you're thinking upon the details of how they're describing it. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that though. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is the glorification of what they represent. You know what I'm saying? Of what they
It's
represent.
not,
So that's
but
that. No, no, no.
it's
It
not
might
a,
come. It might come in different colors. It might come in different.
yeah,
You might
but
see opinion.
it's not a glorification trap like Trail's saying. It's a survival story.
No, no, no.
So
I understand that. No, no,
the
no, no, no,
full
no,
metal
no, no.
jacket.
No, I understand that. I'm not saying when I say
One of them.
glorification. Listen, bro. When I say glorification, I don't mean within like they trying to make it look cool to do this and this that. No, 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 no. So let me reframe what I'm saying. Then what I'm saying is what I'm saying is it's the same. It's the same story, just written in different. Just written. All right. So like right. Let me give you an example. Right. So now with this AI shit, right? So now I could take a whole so like look, right? The AI shit is so crazy, right? I can take a story that's written out by Complex. It's written out the whole story is written out by Complex, right? I could copy that story down, right? And I could go and I could post it. It's a website I could post the shit on. I could go, yo, rewrite this story right here. Know what I'm saying? Rewrite this story right here. Know what I'm saying? Don't and basically when I hit that button right there and I hit that button, they're gonna rewrite that story. It's gonna be the same details, the same message gonna be delivered in the story. Everything's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be completely different words though. It's not gonna be no plagiarism or none of that shit like that though. But the message of the story is gonna still be the same though. So now when you're looking at somebody like a YG, you know what I'm saying, and somebody like a Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying, there's still gonna be the story is still gonna be the same, but it will be written within different words and different formats and shit like that though. That's the humanize of that type of shit happening though. Yeah, I'm from this hood right here. I rep this, that, this. It's gonna be sent. So I hate to do this though, bro, because I'm so myself, and I'm so but what I like to look at is look at the thing through the lens of real realism. No, know what I'm saying? And the facts of the shit though, bro. Know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
we keep on continuing, if we keep on
but
continuing, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying though. If we keep on continuing just displaying the same story over and over, we won't move forward to where we need to get to as being kings and queens of this motherfucking universe, B. You know what I'm saying? Cause we are staying stuck within the same story and the same success matters that, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Go ahead, though, bro. Go ahead, Glasses.
what I'm saying is like it's easy for us to say it because our survival came from our generation of people we listen to as rappers. Until the people that get the money from doing this change the circumstances, this is going to be the story.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't jump up one day and be like, tell another story because they're going through the same type of shit. So, like, while you do hear Snoop or you hear YG the same, I hear them completely different. But I
But
also understand the nuance because culturally I'm in the mix.
Yo,
what you
Hope.
don't do
Like,
though,
like,
bro, what
like
you
I,
don't do, you don't
like
accept the
I,
other story though, bro. You don't
yeah,
accept the other story though, bro. You
We,
don't. You my
it's
brother.
not,
You my brother. You my man, bro. But you don't
but what
accept the
other
other
story?
story though, be as being part of
What,
what we calling this shit
but
though. You
what's
don't
the,
accept it.
but what's the other story?
The other
listen,
story, somebody didn't look towards doing what that story was right there, and they said, "Yo, listen, bro, my other story right now is, you know what? I had to stock shelves in the supermarket, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this, that, this. You know what I'm saying? And try to preach them, and then
Yeah,
I ended up being who I
but
am right
who?
now.
Yeah, but Trav, it's not that I don't want to care about the other story. The people you finna declare the other story ain't the other story. I love Tribe. I love De La Soul. The
Tribe ain't
people
even do
you
it though.
feel is the others. I'm saying
I
the
hate
people you
Tribe and
feel
I
are
hate
the
De
other.
La Soul. I hate both of
I
them.
understand because they represent your favorite era. You hate
No,
the
I
other
hate
side.
them. I
I
never
don't
fuck
like
with them.
when black. I know, but you don't like the Daily, but that's the other side. That's the other side. The other side ain't just people taking advantage of something and then talking the way locals talk for the sake of profit. It's really when you had that experience of surviving, when you stock in them supermarkets and you going through resisting selling drugs. Not when selling drugs is not your option. It's when you resist selling drugs. That's the other side. When you walk through the neighborhoods and homies trying to put you on and you like, nah, I'm finna go. I would love to hear that story. I used to listen to it.
So
But
who
the
was who
dope
was
thing
giving
that
out
you
that
saying is
story
the
of
other
the hip
side.
hop? You feel like glasses?
well,
That's the point. But here we are. I've heard that story before in hip hop. Everybody I
Who?
listen to in hip hop ain't necessarily like me.
Who? But no, no,
And
no.
then
Who you feel like? Who
Trap.
you feel
I
like
think
told that story? Go,
Tra-
go, sure.
what I would say is there's just a set of stories. There's 10, 12 stories, and all we have is perspective. Like R&B is about love, mostly about love, being
yeah,
happy with somebody, and it's all just your
being
perspective
sad
on
with
that.
somebody.
I just
Yeah.
broke up. Okay, so I'm mad at love.
They
I'm
took
in
love
love,
away from
so I'm
R&B
happy
though,
about it.
bro. They
People have
took
been
love.
singing about love for 100 years, bruh. When we talk
Yeah.
about hip hop, it's about struggle. If you look at Good Kid, Mad City and My Crazy Life, they're essentially the same story. They're just from different perspectives. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick is telling that story, but he isn't like the main person that's leading into the shit. Like I'm with my niggas. They decide to break into a crib, and I'm with my niggas, so we doing that. Whereas YG, his perspective is, yes, nigga, we
I ain't
flocking
with
today.
my niggas.
Like I'm a
Yeah.
part of this. We doing this. You know what I mean? So same like if you look
Nuance
at
is
like a song
everything,
like
Trav.
Boogie Down Productions, "Love's Gonna Get You." That's the same story as Nas Memory Lane. It's just a different perspective. Where KRS-One tries to tell the story as a nigga that's just in the neighborhood and he knows a nigga that's selling drugs. He knows a nigga that's selling drugs and he
Nah, they
becomes
going
the
back.
drug dealer. And he talks about how everyone in his family's life gets better and then it all comes crashing down. Where Nas talks about memory lane, Nas is a young nigga that saw all the older hustling niggas and he's just telling the story for his generation.
and that's the
Oh,
point though. So listen. Did y'all watch The Irishman? Did y'all
yeah.
watch?
Oh, I've seen the Irishman. I've seen it in theaters. I've seen it in
Did
theaters. What's
you
up?
saw it in theaters? Did you see the Alto Nights? You see that?
No, I never seen that.
My point is this:
Text
they
me
could.
over the name of that though. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Text me the
I'll
name of
send
that.
to.
So
I'll
we'll
send
check.
to you.
Yeah.
So you could tell all those stories and shit, right? But those shit though. You have to see like semblance of it and your reality to really scale it against the times with reality. What's this a story or whatever and bullshit?
Or maybe you gotta
Hold
Lumpkin,
on,
forgive
Lex.
Lumpkin,
them.
Lumpkin,
Hold
Lumpkin is
on,
back.
Lex.
Lumpkin is guy, Lex.
That's the reason why fucking Goodfellas fucking hits. That's the reason why Godfather, the fucking mob
Godfellas.
was alive and well when those movies fucking dropped. Like you have to have some proper context here, right? While we're watching fucking basketball players, they said Devin Booker's about to get 140 for 2 years. But we're gonna sit here and
Let's
say
go
the
ahead. I'm on your side. Like, I'm on your side. I'm on your side right now. I'm on your
you,
side. Keep going, bro.
we're gonna
Keep
sit
going.
here and say that selling because motherfuckers are never gonna stop
Fuck
doing
that
drugs.
basketball shit, though, bro. I don't give a
No,
fuck
but
about that
hold up,
basketball
trap. Hold
shit.
up,
There you
trap.
go.
While we have one dude about to get $140 million, we're gonna say the
$50 million.
overall story of the black man in this country is
It's
still
not.
dealing.
Hip hop is not the overall story of the black man in this country, Lex. It never was. It was a specific
Glasses, you
black man in
know
this
what
country.
they trying to do with us, bro. You the one who told me that, bro. You the one who put me
It's
on.
not what
You
they
opened my
but
eyes
trap.
to that shit, bro.
Trap. It's not about what they trying to do with us. It's about what we not doing. The fact that Lex is talking about somebody can get 150 million and it's still niggas that grew up where he grew up that ain't gonna figure out how they gonna eat tomorrow is the problem, Lex.
I never said that.
You don't want me to, but you're missing a point. The fact that you keep bragging that one black man is gonna make $150 million and this nigga still starving and can't eat nothing that's black is the
You
dilemma.
don't know any glasses. You don't know anyone who's starving who can't figure out their meal next week or tomorrow.
I definitely know people that starving, Lex.
All right, glasses.
I know
All
people
right.
that can't figure
That's
out how they
that's
gonna
Yo,
pay
that's
their
yo,
that's
rent
yo,
next month.
glasses. Let me say this right
that's
now, bro.
wild.
Let me say it right now, bro. You my brother, B. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You told me and you really opened my eyes to the whole shit though. I've seen it before, but when you said it to me though, bro, to the fact that the way they peddle black success to us, bro. I mean, you ain't say it like that, but you was like, yo, they keep us entrapped by. I mean, you ain't saying it the same way, but they keep us entrapped by saying that this person is making this much
Making this
money
much money.
from. You know what I'm saying though? By rapping. This person makes this much money by playing basketball. This person making this much money by selling whatever like that though. They're not telling us, yo, listen, bro, you can make 250,000 by being a fireman, b. Oh, yo, you could do this by doing that. You know what I'm saying like that though.
Mhm.
They're paying. They're
Sanitation.
they're keeping our. Hold on, bro. They're keeping our mind intact to only ways of getting out of the situation that you in is if you selling crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot, b. They keeping that shit going like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But, but I'm telling you, what do you want people to rap about? Being a fireman? That's
Bro,
not going
that's
to
that,
inspire
that's
people to
that
be
might
a
be what need to
fireman.
be done.
I'd rather you tell
No,
me
what
a
needs
rhyme about being a fireman than lie and tell me that you're still jumping fences and your gun
That
fell
might
down
need to
your
be
leg
done,
pants.
bro.
no. The
No, no, no.
problem
On
is,
some real
Lex,
shit, that might need to be done, glasses for real, bro.
the but the
Everyday
problem
man
is
might need to
the
rap,
world.
bro.
But there is everyday men rapping, but that ain't gonna fix everybody else's problem because everybody's avoiding to be an everyday man. That's why they're listening to hip hop. They
I
don't
think
want to be
niggas,
the
yo,
everyday
listen.
man.
Let me tell you some. My bad, guy. Finish what you're saying, bro. My bad.
I'm saying they don't want to be the everyday man, bro. That's some people's problem. But again, I think the argument is different. We're having real life arguments that we're trying to deflect into hip hop. The fact that firemen don't live in our community is problem one. The fact doctors don't
Mm,
live in our
mm.
community is
This
problem two.
motherfucker. I
The
hate
fact
Smarty Low.
nurses
I
don't
hate
live in our
Smarty Low,
community is
B. This
problem
nigga.
three. Those is why people end up seeing what success look like. If the people that was making that kind of money live next to poor people, they probably think they could be a fireman. It just happened to be the only person bragging about being from Compton is Dr. Dre. It ain't no popular fireman, ain't no popular
Bullshit.
politician, and if they do, they don't live there.
Yeah, this
See,
motherfucker,
Lex,
B.
you
I
know
see,
hate
this too,
see,
Smarty
Lex.
Low. Yo, Smarty Low, B.
no,
I can't, yo, I thought I had him right there. I thought I had him, bro. I thought I
so,
had the
Lex,
nigga,
you know
bro.
this too,
so,
Fuck it,
Lex.
so,
man. Yo,
Trap, was
listen,
he
man. Listen,
saying
let's get back in the kiddie pool. Let's
he's
get back in the
saying
kiddie
black
pool.
men don't,
Let's
so
get
black
back in the
folks,
kiddie pool, bro. Please, let's get back in the kiddie pool right now, bro. Know what I'm saying? We jumped into the deep end right now. Know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas can't swim, know what I'm saying, within our listeners right now. Let's get back in the kiddie pool. Put their floaties on and all that shit like that. Let's get back into the whole fact. Who the fuck leaked this Clips album, B?
Now, try. Let me say one last thing on that. On that
You want to jump
point.
back in the deep end. God
One,
damn.
not one. Nah, it's just to close it off. Just to close it
Yeah.
off. Because I think the most important thing is you talked about the human experience before in comparison to AI, and I think our perspective is what makes our experience human because it's us talking about how we experience life. You know what I mean? And like I look at life, life is like a mirror. Where me and you could be looking at the same mirror, but our vantage point is different, so we see everything differently. Something might be closer to you than it is to me because of our vantage point, but everything is where it is. We just looking at that mirror from a different angle. So you have a nigga like if you look at G Herbo, G Herbo isn't telling too much of a different story than
Man,
King
Herbo,
Von, who
eat
isn't
shit.
telling a different story than Lil Durk, who isn't telling a different story than Saba or Chance the Rapper. It's just all
Mm.
different perspectives. Saba talks about the same violence that Lil Durk and G Herbo and King Von them talk about in Chicago. He just talks about it from the perspective of a kid that graduated high school at 16 and went to a great college, and he was never necessarily involved in said violence. Lil Durk talks
Let me
about it as a kid where the violence changed the trajectory of his life. King Von raps about it from the
hold up,
perspective of
Trap.
a kid where the violence changed the trajectory of his life. He was so affected by the violence that what
Hold
he
on,
could
Trap.
have been in life changed. It
Nigga's a
altered it. You
serial
know what I
killer,
mean?
man. I ain't
So
gonna
I,
lie. Nigga's
Validate
a serial killer. We ain't
and
about
to
to do
nah,
that.
but
valid
Nigga's a
and
serial killer.
no, listen,
He's
and
a
to
serial
validate
killer, B.
Drill's point,
We ain't about to do that.
to
He's a
validate
serial killer, B. We ain't about to do that right now, bro. What
he's
you talking
not a
about?
serial killer. He's a
He's a
soldier.
serial
The
killer.
point I'm the point I'm telling you though, here you go, Trap. Here you go, Lex. Is Boys in the Hood a gangster movie?
Um,
No.
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 Hold on. Let me think for a second. Boys Not Hood a gangster movie.
Okay, no. Is Menace to Society a gangster movie?
Definitely,
No.
definitely.
No.
Who's the man? Who's the
So
listen? You can sit here and say that that son was the main character. What the fuck character you remember in that whole motherfucking movie? The nigga who was fucking bugging the fuck out.
well, I
Nigga who
mean
was
Kane
bugging
was a
the fuck
gangster
out.
too.
Nigga who shot the nigga who shot the fiend. Nigga who shot the Chinese lady for saying I'm your mother and
Some
all that
racist
shit. Come
shit.
on, bro. We ain't
Yeah,
about to
some
do that,
But
racist
bro.
shit.
that's not
Okay.
gangster shit what he was doing. So I don't
But that
consider that
is
a gangster movie.
but that's the problem. That is gangster shit, Lex. That's
Yeah,
what you
that's
don't
gangster shit.
understand.
Lex, what you talking about?
So you
Wait.
didn't
Nah,
listen to
coach,
what
that's
tell you
gangster
what shit
shit.
is.
Everything he did was
No,
gangster.
that was some heinous
What are you
bullshit
talking
he
about? You
did.
talking about
Well,
gangster to the former
What
to
wasn't
the
heinous?
former the way the mob
Lex,
look at
what?
shit?
Hold on, Lex. What was heinous about it?
the
What was
motherfucker,
heinous about it?
the store clerk insulted the guy, right? And
No, he insulted his mother, Lex.
he insulted the guy by insulting his. You're playing. See, I know what you're doing, glasses. You're playing with
It
words, all
matters.
right? He insulted the
No, he
man by
said, I
talking.
feel sorry for your mother.
Man, he blew her fucking brains out. That was
Right.
gangster.
What was
So
gangster about that?
That was what is gang?
again,
Hold
the
on, wait,
consequences.
hold on, glasses. Lex, what's gangster?
In my opinion, gangster is organized. It's like we're gonna sit and
Organized, bro. You don't get the
hold,
fuck up right now with that bullshit,
hold
man.
on.
Unbelievable.
You get
You're
the
not
fuck up
letting
with
me.
that bullshit you talking about. You
Okay.
talking white media bullshit right now.
No, I'm not.
You know what you talking
No,
about?
I'm not.
You know what you're doing right now? What
No,
you're doing right now is organized crime and
I'm not
gang
talking about
violence.
organized crime.
What's the difference between organized crime and gang violence?
When I'm talking about gangster shit in that movie,
What's the difference between
that motherfucker was
no, fuck that,
emotionally
Lex. Fuck
unbalanced
that,
and did
Lex.
some
Fuck
wild
that,
shit,
Lex.
and y'all
What's
calling
the
that
difference
shit
between
gangster.
organized crime and gang violence?
I can't talk about gang violence. I let glasses
No,
do
no, no,
that.
no, no. From what you know.
Hold up,
From what
Lex.
you
You
know,
live
what you
in
see.
Queens. There's
What's
gangs
the
that go
difference between
south too.
organized crime and gang violence? Let's
I know you
The
want
the
to
pri-
put
the,
your drugs on the
and
gangs.
the priority with organized crime is the bread, and they know how
That
to
is not
establish.
true, Lex.
All right, man.
Lex, you gotta
They know
stop, bro.
they
You
know
gotta
how
stop.
to.
You gotta
You
stop.
got
You're
to
doing
stop
white
looking out for
media
white
shit right
people,
now,
Lex.
bro. Don't do
This is
that,
You
not
got to
bro.
stop
white. This
looking out
is
for
not
white
Yes,
white
you're
people.
doing.
media.
You're doing white media shit right now,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait a second, God, because y'all
You are,
fucking
bro.
wild.
That's what you're doing.
Hold on. So I go to fucking McDonald's. I
What's
don't
the
like.
difference between
Hold
organized
on,
crime and gang
champ.
violence?
I
No,
don't
no, no,
like
no,
the
no, no. I'm
service.
not you
I
gonna
don't.
know where you answer the question. What's the difference
What's
between
up?
organized crime and gang violence?
I don't know
He
why the
said
gang
organized
violence
crime
is
is
going
about
on.
money.
I don't know why. With that, because it's definitely not the priority. Is not getting ahead and getting bread. That's not the number one priority.
Yes, it is, bro.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
as a crib, it was
What?
for
As
my
a quick
neighborhood,
what?
so I guess not.
You ain't about
It
money?
was that was the priority. Yeah, it was.
You ain't about
Was that
money?
no no
Yeah,
no no
that's
no
the
no no
point.
no no the number one priority?
That is the number one priority: surviving and getting some money.
That's it, bro.
Okay.
What you
All right.
mean? Everybody's
Whatever the
about
beat
uplifting
is.
themselves and getting money, B. Niggas ain't niggas for senseless. Niggas ain't doing senseless violence, B. It's about either money or nigga, you done did some shit to disrespect me. And that's both within organized crime and gang violence, B. What
That's
are you
not true.
talking about, bro?
That's not
But you
true,
know what they
bro.
do though? You know what they do though? What they'll do is organized crime is basically one complexion. If you could tell me right now, did they consider the fucking Supreme Team organized violence?
Yes,
Lex?
that's organized crime.
They didn't consider that shit organized
Wait,
crime,
wait,
bro.
wait, 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 wait. We are here talking. I'm not talking about what
No, no,
they
no.
think.
Okay, we are here talking. Yeah, no, no,
All
listen,
right,
no.
then. That's organized crime to me.
I'm amongst my family right now talking, bro. But he was gonna,
That,
everybody gonna hear
that's
it though.
organized crime. The
No,
Supreme
but
Team.
what I'm saying is, you can consider that though. What has it been mentioned as, bro? Have you
It
seen the
don't
It's a
Supreme?
matter.
street game.
Okay,
It
Yeah, but
don't
Lex,
matter, Track.
all right.
by that same standard, Lex, a Crip and a blood is organized crime.
Yeah, bro. Everything is organized crime, bro.
Oh my
He just
God.
try
All
to, he
right,
just try
man.
to
I'm
do
just
that
saying.
shit, bro.
All right, so hold on. So we were just talking about fucking menace to society, and we
Okay,
told
got
was it it's not Kane, it was the other dude,
old dog, old dog, old
old
dog.
dog, old dog. He's y'all. So y'all telling me now? We just established organized crime, and y'all gonna sit here and tell me him shooting the
No, that
clerk
was
is
senseless violence. That
gangster?
was senseless violence. That was senseless
Now,
violence.
since that exactly, that's what, so I'm trying to establish. Hold on, I'm
Hold on,
No,
hold
trying
on,
to
hold on,
no, it
hold
establish
was
the
on, hold
senseless
on,
violence.
difference.
It was
hold on,
senseless
There's a
violence.
difference.
hold on. It made sense. It wasn't senseless. It made sense. It just you didn't think
What?
the penalty was worth the
What was the
price.
sense? What was the sense within it,
The
glasses?
sense that if you insult me and disrespect my
No,
mother,
that's senseless. That's
in
senseless,
my
bro.
Dog.
opinion, that
That's senseless.
it's not
Yeah, it is. You
senseless.
can't do
Just
that,
because
glass.
you can't make sense out of it, don't make. Listen, do you know if you sell drugs in the Philippines, they get a death penalty?
Yeah, I heard about that in Singapore and shit like that. Yeah, I heard about that.
So again, here that may seem senseless, but somebody else somewhere, somebody can make sense. Consequences,
We're not
actions
gonna
have
go. We're gonna go
consequences.
within. We're gonna go within. We're gonna go within the way. Because if you go within that and the way laws are done within other countries, bro, you can't do that though, bro. You got to go
I'm
within
not. It's not the. It's
within
not the. It's not the
within the more
laws. That's not.
morality that we
That's
do.
not.
Because you know why? You know why? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. You know why you can't do that right there? Because it's legal to go fuck a fucking 10-year-old in fucking Mexico.
But
That's
again,
that's
so again,
morality
so
and
you.
principles of the shit.
Yeah,
You can't do that, bro. That doesn't
but
make it.
that's what
That
I'm
doesn't make
trying
it.
to.
So you saying that ain't good.
Hold on. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your sense of morality is not greater. Again, she had an action that this is the consequence. And it was an action intended to be insulting and demoralizing, and she paid the ultimate
So it
consequence.
results. It
Now,
results upon you doing
is
what
it
you do.
worth the consequence? That's up to who you ask. But I didn't ask that for that. What I asked, Lex, this is my last question. Lex, is Friday a gangster movie?
It's Friday Gangster.
Yeah, one dude selling weed, the other dude got an unregistered firearm. They're getting shot at through the movie.
I don't
Is
consider
it?
that gangster.
You know why, Lex? Because at the end of the day, it's how you see black people is your problem. If you
Mhm.
just listening to this hip hop dog and you just think this is a bunch of people saying the same thing, you done got to a place where you aged out and you can't hear it anymore. Now it just sounds senseless to you because you can't make sense out of it. Like you just said with old dog, you felt like that was senseless. Lex, if somebody disrespect my mom passed away, I might do something to them. Now I'm also not 19. Remember, old dog was 17. He was a minor. Remember, that's why he got let out when they stole the car. He was a minor. So his underdeveloped brain had a different level of consequence for that action. Now, my action, even at 45, is different. Because if you say some shit like that about my mama right now, I might punch your ass across that counter. So you can't just act like this stuff is senseless because you can't make sense out of it. You are a grown man. So your level of sense, Lex, is different now.
All
Somebody can
right.
say something about
You
your mama,
trying
Lex, and you can
glasses?
go
You're
home.
trying, but
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. That was cool, glasses. But
you try.
to the fact of like this thing. All right. So then, what you're basically saying is that a person under the age of 25 cannot commit no senseless crimes because their brain isn't fully developed. You know what I'm
And
saying? But
that's
once
how the
you get to
law,
the
and that's how the
all right,
law has it.
that's what you basically said though, bro.
Yeah, the
But
law,
you
and
basically
that's what
said though
society.
that the brain
But
wasn't
even
fully
yeah,
developed enough to make the choice of if I'm
is
gonna
this worth the
fucking
consequence?
yeah,
Is
exactly like
this
that.
worth?
So, Trap, what happened to
Is this?
Carmelo Anthony?
But then what? Yo,
He
I
just
got
got
some
it. That,
real shit about Carmelo, B. Hold on.
Yeah, he was
We're
getting
getting over
bullied.
this.
He was getting
We're getting
bullied.
over this.
Yeah,
We're
he
getting
was
over
getting
this. We're getting
bullied.
over this.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
he
no,
was
no,
Get
no,
it.
getting
no, no.
bullied.
Get
Hold
it.
on,
Get it. I
Trap.
want to know where y'all at. I want to know where y'all at with this, though. I'm going to play this shit real quick. Hold on. Let me play this shit real quick.
I'm
Did
not
one of
talking.
y'all send this shit to me?
I, I wasn't talking about the NBA coming like that.
No, bro. You got to hear this shit that somebody sent to me. And I played it for my lady. So when I had it line,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, how you feel about this? Well, basically, yo, I'm gonna say it like this, right? Let's get off of that for a second. We was getting too deep. I said I'm gonna get in the kiddie pool for a second. I wanted to go somewhere else though, but we'll bring it back there in a second though, right? So so back, I don't know what year it was, right? Carmelo Anthony donated. Did y'all hear about this shit, bro? He donated 20 million to some hospital or some shit like that, right? He donated. Did Trill leave? Trill went to the gym. So he donated 20 mil to the hospital, right? I'm not sure he had glasses left. All right, so he donated 20 mil to the hospital. So I donated 20 mil. He like, yeah, that's that, this. His wife came on, was like, what the hell are you doing? How are you donating 20 mil to this hospital, these cancer patients? Like, yo, listen, man, we need to get a new house, this, that, this, yada, 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 yada. So she took it upon herself. She took it upon herself and contacted the hospital and said, listen, yo, we need that money back, this, that, this. You know what I'm saying? We're not donating this money without his knowledge at all. They didn't know at all. Well, he didn't know at all that she did this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? And she got the money back. Got the money back. Bought them a new house in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Big ass. They got a crazy spot. They got like a fucking, it might be a mansion. You might consider this shit a mansion. They're like a 4-story fucking brownstone with an elevator and this shit, all type of shit. Bought the kid a car, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Spent the 20 million. Without the knowledge of Carmelo though. Carmelo didn't know. He was on the assumption, yo, I gave this hospital 20 million. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know my wife fucked around and double backed and took this money back from the hospital and then fucking blew the shit on the fucking for our lifestyle and shit like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. He ends up finding out. They saying that's when he was like, yo, nah, what the fuck did you just do? What'd you do? I want a divorce, yo. And you have to pay back that 20 million to that bank, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I get that bank. I don't give a fuck what you spent it on and all that shit, though. You need to get that bank back this 20 million, yo.
Okay.
Was she wrong within judging upon the way their expenses amongst a married couple should be spent, though? Like, if she didn't agree within this shit, though, being spent, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, nah, I'm not with you giving up our finances, the 20 million to this motherfucking this cancer patient and shit like that though. Was she wrong for that though? Within stepping in and doing that?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think the way that she went about it is wrong because I mean, you could offer a suggestion on how your partner could spend the money that they made, but I think they have the final decision. So if your wife made $10 million and she wanted to spend $1 million on a necklace, you could tell her, "Hey, that's not a good investment. That's not this, that, and the third. You know, we could probably get you go to an auction and get you that for half the price." But if you say, "No, I want this $1 million necklace," then if it's her money and she worked for it, then she should be able to get it. You don't have to agree with it, but you can't turn around and pawn the necklace and then go back and get a $200,000 necklace for her and put it in the same box and act like it's the same thing. I think that's deceitful. Like anytime you do something without your partner's knowledge, if you know that's gonna hurt their feelings or threaten them in any type of way, I feel like that's a form of deception. It's a form of cheating.
What you think? What you think? What you think, Lex?
Um, I think she violated. I think that I don't understand why the um the hospital even gave her the money back. Um, yes, that was nasty. That's nasty, and I like the fact that if she has to pay that money back, she go pay that money back. That's your, that's you. That's you. You
Yo,
feel?
you know what's
What do you think about that?
nah, you know what's crazy though? It was like that's why, like, whenever you dig into like situations when people are going through separations and shit like that, like you never know what people actually went through with their significant other and shit like that. You never really know though. Know what I'm saying? Like that though. And I thought, I ain't gonna hold you though. To me being a fucked up dude, I'm a fucked up dude though. But whenever you feel like, I'm like, yo, the nigga done did some fucked up shit. He was out there going crazy, man. He doing some bullshit, man. This, that, this. And I thought that's what it was though. But then I kind of waited off of that because I know that bitch was doing some fucked up shit though too. You know what I'm saying? Like that though. They was just doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So within when somebody separates, because once you call somebody you know what I'm saying? I really feel real heavy on the marriage thing. You know what I'm saying? When you marry somebody, yo, I don't really necessarily agree with then like once you marry somebody, I feel like you're with that person forever. All that divorce shit, that shit is for like all right, and divorce it didn't work out. Is that you want to divorce? The fuck out of here. What the fuck you marry her for? You didn't check off all the boxes before you did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So when you do the shit like that. But now when it comes to a situation like that though, yo, bro, what the fuck is you telling? Yo, listen, this is my money I work hard earned for. How you gonna tell me that? But that what I want to do with my money that I worked hard earned, that I have blood, sweat, and tears out on this court for, I can't give it up because really, like, it's like, yo, when you get to a certain point, you have to like, when you get to a certain point of money, yo, and you got a certain amount of money. I feel like once you reach like 100 million, even anything close to it, yo, bro, your next thing is to make sure that you do better for others that can't do for themselves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So now when you're sitting there and you feel a certain way upon me giving some money to a cancer patient hospital, you feel some way about that? Boy, you're an evil ass bitch then, you know what I'm saying? Like these are terminally ill patients that might die within no I'm saying like the reason why we see we got that you got that Make a Wish Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be no Make a Wish Foundation if it wasn't for people like Carmelo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but Trap. At what point does it stop being our money and does it begin to be my money or your money? Like, should it be like 80% of the money that I make is our money, 80% of the money you make is our money, then that 20% is your money. Do whatever you want with it. I can't say nothing. Or is all of the money our money? Or is all the money my money, all the money your money? Like, how do you break that up?
Mm. I think like that's a great question. That's a great question. I think that it should go within a point of everything is our money and we can't call on what you do with it, and what I do with it. So if I choose, I'm saying up until the point of it, now if I'm out there and I say, yo, listen, I'm about to give away to a sweepstake 20 million. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes to a logical point. Like it comes to a logical point. Like, all right, listen, I'm gonna take your opinion upon. You know what I'm saying? If the investment, it's not even an investment though. It's not even an investment though, bro. It's like when you become a what they call it. I'm gonna fuck up the word though, but a philanthropist. If that's what you say though.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me what I want to be a philanthropist towards though, B. Like who are you to tell me what I want to invest, what I want to donate money towards? Name an investment and donate money towards. Now if it's an investment, it's like, all right, I'm investing this money and it's gonna bring back this, that, this. Now that's a bad investment. But a philanthropist move, you can't tell me my philanthropist move is a bad move though. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from my heart though, bro. So that's how I feel within that though. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell my philanthropist move what I'm doing. Like it was crazy. 'Cause I remember when it was crazy. I heard I saw ADHD right now. I'm about to jump. I'm about to jump. I'm about to jump so crazy. Yo, I heard that was it Bill Gates? So I heard some crazy shit from the dude, the dude who be doing the lawyer. He was like a lawyer and like a what's name, the white dude who be doing all the fucking what's name shit, right? Anyway, though, he said that like Elon's going crazy on Trump right now. Like Elon is like low key, like we ain't even realizing the shit that Elon is pulling off on Trump right now. Like Elon has exposed that the dude who is doing all the inspection, getting like all the inspecting on fucking Epstein shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dude who's connected to Trump. So the inspection that he's doing on the whole shit though is gonna make sure he leave Trump out of the shit though. But I'm saying that to say this though is that the fact that it was one thing I heard though. The reason why Bill Gates' wife left him was because he was involved into the Epstein shit though. Did y'all hear about that shit?
No.
That was
Nah,
crazy.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, bro. They said the reason why she ended up leaving with fucking 150 billion or some shit like that, B. Know what I'm saying? Because she knew that he was involved in the whole Epstein fucking whole scandal and all like it was gonna come out like that. So she fucked around and made sure that she got the fuck up out of it. Know what I'm saying? Like that though. That was crazy though. I gotta find that clip though. Somebody sent y'all be getting so much shit sent to me with them like the group chats we be in. This shit is crazy though. But yeah, that was bugged out though. But let's get back to hip hop though. What the
Can I
fuck?
say one last thing about the couple and the money?
Doing that every time I get back to hip hop, bro. Got it, bro.
No, we about to get to hip hop in a second. But what I'm in the car right now with my wife, and I
Yeah.
was thinking about this as we was talking, and I was like, well, I think it should be like 80-20. I was like, if you make $10, eight of the dollars is for us, two of the dollars is for you. So if you make 100, 20 of them dollars, I can't tell you nothing
Get
about what you
the
could do with
fuck
them.
out of here.
The
Yo,
80
yo,
is
bro,
for
yo,
us.
bro. Yo,
Nah,
bro.
I think
Answer
that's
this
fair.
question when your wife get out the car. You bugging the fuck out, nigga.
Nah, I came up with that.
You
She didn't say
bugging
nothing.
out,
She
nigga.
driving. She ain't say. Nah, I think that makes sense though, cause it's sometimes she buys shit that she don't run back by me.
70-30, nigga. She get 30, I get 70. What the fuck are you
30,
talking about?
70. I mean that could be
70-30.
cool too. I like 80-20 though. 70-30 is cool though. But yeah, 70. Well, how about 25-75?
And
So
she get 30. I get the no. I mean, within the mind state of what's gonna happen with this money, I'm 70, you're 30.
so you saying you 70% of the decision being made. She's
Yes,
30% of the decision being
bro.
made. But I'm not
Yes.
talking about the decision. I'm talking about the actual money. So if my wife make $1,000 a week, 800 of that is for us as a couple. That's bills. That's anything that benefits mutually beneficial to us. If she want to go out and buy a $200 pair of sneakers, I shouldn't be able to tell her no. Now if the finances ain't right, and I'm like, you know what? After that 800, we might need another 70 for insurance, or we might need this for that. I could say, I could tell her that. And the same thing with me. So if I bring home $1,000, I'm like, yo, I'm getting them new Jordans. The grapes is coming out this week. I'm getting them. And she
That's
like, hey,
500. That's
he
50
said,
50.
well, you gotta slow down, bro.
That's 50-50, nigga. What you talking about? 350. Not doing no. Bro, listen. I'm
That's
70-30. I'm
no.
70-30 on it. All the way. I've been 70. Listen, the first time I ever got a motherfucking pack was 70-30. The nigga who gave me the pack got 70, I got 30. That's the way it always went. So now listen,
On the
bro.
streets though, bro.
But did he tell you where you could hustle at though?
No.
So you could hustle wherever you wanted, but you just had to bring him back his
Yeah.
70.
Yeah. That was when, yo, bro, the first time I got a pack ever from somebody, I'm gonna be honest with you, the first time I got a pack ever from somebody was when I was going to high school. It was my freshman year in high school. You know what I'm saying? I had a nigga that was like in 10th grade, and then came to me, he was hustling bud, and then came to me with some bullshit, and was like, yo, I'll give you a pack right now, bro. This. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you $100 pack. You know what I'm saying? It was like nickel bags. So it was 20 nickel bags. The nigga told me, yo, just bring me back 70, you keep 30. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's how I was explaining. Like that. I'm like, yo, listen, nigga, I smoked that whole motherfucking pack, nigga. That whole pack. Yo, I call my cousin right now. Yo, we smoked that whole pack, nigga. On some real shit. I'm like, oh, word? I'm like, oh, all right, bro. I got all glasses back up in there. I'm like, all right, well, yeah, let me get that though. But listen, me being who I am though, I gave him $70 on that shit because I want another pack though. But I smoked the whole pack though because I didn't know what hustling was that time though. I didn't know what hustling was. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? So me with thinking about $5 a day that I was getting from my mom, getting like $3 a day. I got it back up, and then they got it $70 in about like a month. You know what I'm saying? And I never hustle for nobody else after that though. I can't look at that shit like, yo, listen, I gotta bring a nigga back money for some work I got. Nah.
So let me just say how I run my household. This how so I don't have no crazy stories, but this is my shit. Any money brought in this house belongs to me. Okay, it's mine, right? And if I make a decision to do some philanthropy shit, I'm gonna talk it over with my partner. The one woman, if something happens to me, she has the helm, right? And any money that I bring into this house, it belongs to her. We are the there.
Let me ask
There's
you a
no
question. Let me ask you a
there's
question, Lance.
no there's no code.
Let me ask you a question, Lance.
Yeah,
Does your lady working 9 to 5?
sure. It's not
Oh,
9 to 5, but yeah.
Mine don't. So she can't make no answers for what the fuck I do with my motherfucking money. You gonna
What?
take care? Mine don't though. I gotta stay at home moms, B. That's it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Okay, but what I'm saying, what do you mean she doesn't have a say on where the money is
No,
allocated?
no,
Why not? Her work is just as important as yours.
no. I can ask for her advice. Like I'm gonna ask for advice all the time. I'm gonna say, yo, listen, any move I make, it's just like that though. But as far as like if I choose to do some shit within risking it all on one shot, nah. I might risk it all on one shot one time. But listen,
Wait, wait,
it's
wait,
one
wait,
shot
wait.
right there.
Hold on. So you would do that to your partner, this woman that you love, who has
I'm
your
gonna get it
back?
back. She gonna trust me. I'm gonna get it back though. I'm gonna get
Nah,
it
don't be
back.
playing. Yo, Trap, if you
She
do,
trusts his
don't play like
leadership.
that, Trap. Don't
She
play like
trusts his
that,
Yo,
man.
leadership.
bro. Yo, bro. I'm 44. I've been living my life very great, B. I'm a
I'm
smart
sure.
man.
I'm sure. I'm
She
sure.
trusts his leadership, Lex.
That's it. Exactly, glasses. Exactly. No question. No question, bro. It's no
No, no,
question.
no. No, no, I agree with that part. I agree with that part. But you said risking it all.
Yo, listen, man.
She
Listen, man.
trusts
My
if you
his
don't,
pops,
if
leadership.
you
my
if you
pops,
don't get the
my pops right now. Favorite line used to be, "Yo, listen, man. If I tell you a mosquito gonna move a plow, don't ask me how. Just hook the shit the fuck up." That's what I tell my bitch, B. If I tell you a mosquito move a plow, don't ask me how. Hook the motherfucker up. Let's make this shit motherfucker happen. My pops, I've been hearing my pops say that shit
Sugar
since I was
free,
fucking
sugar
10 years
free
old, bro.
says, if I tell you a flea could pull a tree, you better chain and hook his little ass up.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're crazy.
That's my pops line, B. I could call him right now. He would tell you that line right now.
Call
I
him.
was raised off that. And that's how I got anybody who's around. Trust what I'm saying. I might fuck up one time. But my overachieves is gonna outweigh my fuck ups. That's it. Know what I'm saying? I ain't no stupid nigga. But go ahead, Lex. My bad for cutting you up, bro.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying. I'm not making no super. I'm not making power moves. Without my lady's perspective on it, I think her mind is something that I have deficits, man. I have deficits. So with the both of us combined, we're
So how
unstoppable.
many opportunities you missed out on for asking her, yo, should I do this? Answer it,
None.
Lex.
Zero.
So you never brought to her an opportunity that you had and she said, nah, I think you shouldn't do it. You're lying. Don't do that, bro. You from Queens, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. She was scared money a couple times on you. A couple times on you, and you motherfucking did a donkey kicking your ass, Lil B. Said, God damn, what the fuck I listen to you for?
What you talking about, bro?
I know
Listen,
that. Come on
I,
now,
That nigga
bro.
Sugar
Don't
Free,
do that.
listen, Lex, Sugar Free. Free said, Lex, he said, what? You stuck.
I'm not listening to
Oh,
Sugar
if
Free.
I tell you a flea could pull a tree, you better chain and hook his little ass up.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro, I heard my pop say this shit so many times, bro. If I tell you a mosquito could pull a plow, don't ask how, just hook the motherfucker up. Don't question what the fuck I'm saying right now, yo. We gonna make this shit happen. And if it ain't gonna happen though, it's gonna happen the next time. But bitch, you ain't about to tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do with this motherfucking money that I motherfucking created. Even if you created the shit, I'm still gonna make this shit more than what the fuck it is. But listen, let's move it on though. Listen, I wanna load the pull back up right now. So, are you at the gym yet, Trill? How much more time you got, Trill? We got a little
Yeah,
bit more time.
I'm in the parking lot. We
All
yeah,
right.
we about to go in like 5 minutes.
We got about 15 more on this right now.
You'll work out together.
Yeah, that's great right there.
That's
That's dope.
fucking awesome, man.
That's
That's
dope.
great.
Absolutely.
But I bet you his
Absolutely.
woman ain't telling him, yo, Lola,
Sir,
listen,
don't take this low. Take
you
this
should
weight off.
bench
Take
press,
that
you should bench press
35 off.
500 pounds right now. But she ain't telling him that shit.
Take
The
that
fuck?
35 off.
I'm going
Lex, he
for
said,
250 tonight. No
Lex,
spot.
Lex, he
250.
said,
And
Lex,
what
he
she
said,
saying?
No
She
what?
probably
spot.
saying, nah, you baby, you should go for 150,
Lex,
babe.
Lex, he said, what? You
Nah.
stuck?
I was throwing up 235 the other day on incline, so
Would you
I can
say
get 250
glasses?
on flat.
He said, that's what Sugar Free said. He said, what? You stuck? Ho, if I tell you a flea could pull a tree, you better chain and hook his little ass up.
Bro, bro, I want to put y'all. I'm gonna get pops on this podcast one day, B. When I told my man the other day, nigga said to me, yo, so what you and your pops be talking about? And I sat back, I was like, what me and my pops be talking about? Yo, bro, we be talking about street shit all day, B. I ain't gonna hold you, B.
Me and my pops talk about street shit too.
All day, bro. All day. And
What
when
kind
I
of
My
said
street
it
pop,
to
shit?
him,
my pops want to get a nigga knocked off right now. Like
yo,
he's so
bro,
mad he's so mad because I won't have one of my homeboys knock a nigga off for him. I'm like, Dad, I'm not finna. Well, you gonna make me do it myself, Daddy. You 80,
you
bro.
ain't
How
about
is
to
you
do it.
still
Chill out, man.
tripping? And he might still. That nigga crazy, man. That's why I
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah.
I don't know what Lex talking about. This shit don't be wearing off. Some of these
Nah,
niggas is
it don't.
true to it.
It don't.
Yeah,
True
wait,
to
Yo,
wait,
it.
my
wait, wait,
pop,
wait.
my
Hold on, hold
pop
on,
sit
hold on.
there. My pop sit there all day with me. Hold on, real quick, Les.
Uh,
My pop sit there with me and tell me all the time, yo. That nigga will point out a fucking rat. That nigga's a fucking rat. Nigga, you be sitting there talking. Nigga's a fucking rat. Don't fuck with that nigga, B. And I swear to God, my pops. Listen, man. I'm gonna say this, my pops and my moms, bro. And it's so crazy though, right? Because my mom will tell me it'd be a good dude who I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the nigga. She's like, yo, I don't like that motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't shit. Like, yo, ma, chill out, ma, you good. Pops be like,
I be
yo,
trying to
nah,
tell
don't
them,
trust them. Every time they been right, B. 100%.
Lex, man. It's just how it
yeah.
goes, Lex.
100%.
All I'm saying is this, though, bro. Let me say this, man. You know, it's so easy to go to my default and be not be a charismatic,
Be
beautiful
a
man that
Queens
I
nigga.
am.
Just
I've
say be
I've
a
I've,
Queens
I've,
nigga.
The ugly motherfucker,
I've
nigga.
learned. I've learned to have grace. I've learned.
I think the South will
I've
do
learned
that to
from.
you.
I've learned.
Yeah, yeah.
I learned.
Lord makes some
I
Dixon.
under, I understand loss. I
The South will
understand.
do that to you.
I
Lord
understand
makes
what
some Dixon.
I I understand what it takes to create a child and raise a child,
Yo.
In the
and
South.
have him touch shit. So for
This nigga,
me,
this nigga like got
so
He went
sweet
to that
tea.
South
He
and got
like that
soft,
sweet tea down
hold
man.
there.
on.
He done went
That
to
nigga
the
like that
South and got
sweet tea.
So what
soft.
I'm
He's
saying
a
to you
sweet tea
guys,
motherfucker.
what I'm saying to you guys is that I can't, me myself right now, I can't afford to die. So I have to
No.
continue to build. But I'm not going to sit
Life
here
is too
and keep
sweet down
talking
there in the
about
South.
my humble beginnings and shit. I'm not going to keep
Nigga, Lexa
focusing
did
on
some
that.
shit. Lexa did some
Life
shit,
is
B. He's a nigga in the
look,
church, B, trying to give a pitch. Yo, bro, the next
I'm a
they ain't gonna
wild
never
dude,
forgive you,
man.
Lex. They ain't gonna never forgive you for the shit you did, B. You ain't gonna never
Lex,
be forgiven for that shit, bro.
Lex,
I just
Lex.
go
You
to
going
another
to
You
hell
church.
with
went to
that
that
shit, bro.
South,
You
Go
Lex.
to
did.
You
another
went to
What,
that
church.
what,
Lex
how
went to
many
that
hell marriages you do? Lex, you're
Lex went to
going to
that South.
motherfucking hell for what you did, bro.
Lex went to that South. Lex went to that South and started paying that $400 mortgage. He's like, this thing is too sweet for me to fuck it up.
I don't know what glasses
Lex, I
talking
mean,
about.
Lex, you're gonna be forgiven. My bad, bro. I ain't gonna do that right there, bro.
Nah, it's so
I ain't gonna do
good.
that right there.
You forgiven,
Nah,
Lex.
bro. But they
God
gonna
know how
forget like
life.
you shot the
God
leg,
know how life
that
is.
you want the Robin Ford's
Listen,
motherfucking watch.
God
They gonna
under
forget that shit, Lex. You from motherfucking Northside Queens. They gonna forget that.
I
God
was more of a
God
hustler. I was never the
understands.
robber type. I
Listen,
was never the robber type.
you know
That
what?
nigga that
God
owed you money, you
understands.
told nigga put his hand in that boiling pot. They ain't gonna
Uh,
forget you, Lex.
oh
They did
wow!
it,
What the
nigga.
fuck? Why you bringing
God,
that up,
They did
man?
it, Lex.
listen. God
Yo,
understands
trap
life
you
in
in.
Queens.
Yeah,
God understands
motherfucker.
life in Queens is different than life in the South, Lex. He understands. God understands.
Nah, they ain't gonna forget you, Lex. It's over,
Maybe
bro.
maybe if I move to the
You
South, I'll be
told
like
that
that too.
man. Put
You
his
know,
hand in the
glasses.
boiling
You
water pot because he owed you $10. You said, put your hand in the boiling water pot, nigga. You owe me $10. They ain't gonna forgive you for that, nigga. It's
no, it was
over.
a whole pack, but it wasn't.
It was a
Yeah,
whole pack, whatever it
yeah,
was, nigga.
yeah.
You
But
ain't getting away with that, nigga. The pearly gates is gonna call you for that, nigga.
He gonna stop him right at the gate. No, not you, nigga.
Mm.
Not you,
you know what's
nigga.
up about
Turn
glasses?
around,
You
turn
know,
around, nigga. Go back that way, down the steps,
He like sweet
reflight.
pea. He
You
like
going
sweet
in.
pea. He like sweet pea and baby boy. I want God to be like, turn your ass around, nigga.
Turn
glasses walks
around,
around
three
here.
points down. You
He,
go in there, nigga. To the basement, you go. To the basement, you go, nigga. You ain't getting it. I don't give a fuck how many sweet teas you done drank down there, down south. You know what I'm saying? How many ham hock sandwiches you ate? I don't give a
so we're
fuck.
not redeemable. We're
Ain't
not
gonna happen, nigga.
redeemable. We're not redeemable. I ain't
How many
take a life.
motherfucking, what's the nigga name? TD Jake motherfucking sermons you went to. You're
I
going there, nigga.
I
Oh,
ain't take a life though. It's a difference.
now you're in the light though.
So
Give
I'm
it
just
back.
redeemable. What I'm saying that you know the thing, glasses. You're a smart dude, man, and you know you walk around here like this is 1994, bro. Like yo, you're
My
smart, man.
glasses to this motherfucking
Stop acting like
1992, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
stop acting like you buy fucking food in cans and you take spoons and you eat straight from the can and
Yo, listen here, right? What we're doing right now on ADHD podcast right now, right? So this is ADHD podcast, and the name of this episode is the internet is not real. What we want to do with glasses right now is we want to let him stop taking these motherfucking internet trolls so motherfucking serious, bro. Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, Lo, if we outside and you run into Poindexter that said some crazy shit to you, we not touching that nigga, bro. We not gonna do that, bro. We ain't gonna do that, bro. This nigga wanna beat up everybody on the internet that said some crazy shit to him, bro. The internet not real, bro.
you can't do that, glasses.
Yeah, bro, he got
Okay,
pictures
just so
all
we
around his
clear,
room, bro.
we fucking him off.
We make him a wedgie. Make him a wedgie, something like that. We're not gonna beat this. We're not gonna. Come on, bro.
Yes, we are.
If you say we are, we are. Then all right, you got it.
Listen,
You
an
got it.
ass whooping might save somebody's life in the future.
Internet not real, glasses. Glasses, internet not real, bro. It's not real,
I
bro.
know, but the ass whooping is gonna be real. It's
But
gonna
why
let
would
you
you
know
give a
that some
real
things
ass
come off the
whooping if
internet.
they ain't real though? That's like giving a nigga a change for $1 for a fake dollar bill.
Or it's like,
No,
listen,
you can't. No. That was good, glasses. Don't try to bring that back. That was good, bro. Don't do me like that. Let me have that one, bro. Let me have that one. But you got to stop doing that, bro. You got to stop doing it. You got to stop. Bro, this man is like, yo, bro, what glasses doing right now? I visualize this nigga fucking room. Like, listen, right now, this is like my studio room right now, right? So I feel like glasses got pictures of all these internet trolls all around his room, bro. That nigga zoomed in on the picture and like, yo, when I see this nigga right here, this nigga said some crazy shit. He probably know what he gonna do to them when he see them too. And the crazy shit is this though. I gotta be with him. So he do it. If I'm with him, I'm not gonna tell him to stop.
You
I
got to.
never told my homies, yo, listen, bro. When nigga, my homie pop, I pop too.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
popping too.
rule. That's the
I'm
rule.
asking question later, yo, why we popping that nigga for? I never forget, right? I'm gonna say right now because my cousin died already, all right?
Okay, sorry, man.
So I had a cousin, right? Nah, I probably shouldn't say the story though. I ain't gonna say the story. I'm gonna leave it alone.
What?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna end the episode now. I'm about to go too far. We're in the episode now. Yo, listen, man, it's ADHD podcast. Name of this episode, Control Left 2 though. Name of this episode right now. I can't. I'll tell you all this episode. I'll tell you all when we end it. Name of the episode right now. Internet is not real, and we have to convince glasses that the internet is not real, bro. They gotta leave these motherfucking. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they is because you're gonna make us catch a motherfucker. But listen, I'm with you though, glasses, yo. Listen, man. We beating the shit out of these niggas, B. Yo, we out though. ADHD podcast. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in. You know You know what I'm saying? Pass it on to a friend, tell a friend. Oh, one more thing. So we are doing the top 100 hip hop features of all time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the link. The link will be in the description. Hit the link, and we trying to gather up everything though. So I think like from like maybe next week we're gonna start announcing the submissions that have been given in though. So make sure y'all put them in though. Let's get this shit going. And August 16th in DC, we will be announcing the top 100 within the order of the worst to the best though. So make sure y'all pull up. Yo, Lex, you did it yet?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, you gonna do it? You ain't do it yet. That's crazy. You ain't do it yet, bro. Yes, did you do it yet?
No,
Do
he didn't
what?
do it.
Did you do that? Did you do your submission for the top? Well, basically your top 10 guest features of all time on hip hop. Hip hop features.
No, I didn't know we were supposed to do that.
I'm gonna send it to you. I need you to do that though, and you can actually put in. You can actually whoever was doing that. You can actually put more than one submission too. You could do more than one submission also.
Okay,
So
I'm in. Real fast,
it'll be within the description.
real fast before we get off.
Yeah.
Lex,
Yes, sir.
I know you moved to the South, and your life is a little sweeter and a little cheaper, so you can let people get away with shit. Right? What is worth taking another man's life?
Oh
Hurting my
yeah.
children.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Hurting my children. Hurting my wife.
Huh?
Messing with the kid.
Anything else I can get back.
Messing with the kid.
What if? Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say you walking in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And a man walk
Yeah,
up
you
to
about to
your
go
wife.
too deep. I'm ending this shit, bro. You about to go too crazy.
I'm not crazy. It's not crazy.
No, we're about to end. I'm not letting you do that, Lo. I'm not letting you do that, Lo. We out.
I'm cooking them now.